about like a month and a half, let's be honest.
It's true. It's true.
I just started the stream. Hello, FlannelKat.
Hello.
You don't care? Wow.
I guess I shouldn't have been here yet, but here I am.
Doesn't really matter. Here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are. Let me go ahead and turn you up so that your voice can compete with Corndan. And there we go. Yeah, everybody, we got a show. Guess what? I didn't expect for us to be, like, immediately jumping into the conversation here.
I wasn't expecting to go immediately either, so I'm gonna use the bathroom, and you can be a good host and do your intro.
Okay, fine. Well, hello, everybody.
It wasn't meant to be. I'm sorry.
No, you can be condescending. It's cool.
All right, bye. Have fun.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Don't Make Us Bored, Corndan and Brosentia's variety show. I'm Brossentia, here, just chilling. I got back from the doctor, and they're like, we're gonna change up some of your pills a little bit, so hopefully your stomach stops hurting. Because guess what? All of the surgery pain, well, about 98% of it is gone, and the pain from before the surgery is trying to make its way back. Thank you so much, my guts. That's actually not thanking the guts. Dang old guts. Stop freaking out on me like this. Yeah, the end. Okay, yeah, Corndan, how are you doing? You, on the other hand, you're doing...
Week.
It's been a weird one.
Yeah. I'm doing the work of 3 people today, but hopefully it's just temporary. And it's for good reasons, right? I'm not complaining about it, just swamped. And then my pinball machine broke. Now I fixed it. And it's working.
Yeah. I know that you've been messing around with that today. Like right
Also,
before we got started.
Yeah, literally, I was, in fact, putting it back together when we started. Also, I can say that we've had 5 people complete this week's challenge already.
Yeah! The challenge, by the way, that we gave out was to play Battle of the Eras and submit a run to speedrun.com. That is everyone's challenge, and if they do it, then guess what? They get a run up on speedrun.com, and if they don't do it, then I'm just disappointed. Forever
True.
disappointed. That's what it is. Yeah. Actually, Corndan, talk to me a little bit.
What do you want me to talk about? Or, let me guess, you're just trying to do audio bouncing. You just want me to talk about whatever.
Yeah. Okay, I hear you better. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can move my mic if you really want, but I think it's fine. It's been the same spot for a while.
No, it's just that it's complicated, okay? I hate Microsoft. That's it. Is that sufficient enough for me to say that I hate Microsoft?
Whatever.
Yeah. I also hate whoever wrote all of this freaking music for Frogger. Although Frogger, this is technically what I call the 800XL version, but it's also on Atari 5200, I believe. And it has this music that goes on forever. And you know what? Too bad. Y'all get Muzak. We're gonna Muzak your face.
I recently got Atari 800 and ST, both working on my Mister.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I really might want to do that sometime. No, everything minimized.
Oh no!
No, crap. How do I re-unminimize things? I think it was like Windows. It's not Windows D, is it? Yeah, it
Maybe.
is. Okay. Oh no, and now I'm accidentally opening the program that I already had open. Now it's open twice. Ah! Help! FlannelKat, help!
I don't know what you're not doing right, so I can't.
Everything. I'm not doing anything right. That's the problem.
That's a loaded statement.
Yeah. Wait.
I believe in you, and I think you can do it right.
Discord? My Discord is very laggy. Why do you suck today, Discord? Like your stream looks good. It's just like when I switch between full screen and not full screen, it like takes 3 seconds. But like I can see the guy.
That's the kid. Thank you.
Oh,
I have not seen the guy yet. I actually need to pop this out.
Yeah. Well,
It could be a kid. I don't know. It's not mini corn.
Like, the game's called I Want to Be the Guy, and you play as the kid because the kid wants to be the guy. It's, you know, all that stuff. Did I actually share? Yeah, I did share that. Okay.
Well, you know, he goes on a journey because his father disappeared, and he takes his great-grandfather, the guy's gun, and goes on a journey to find his father.
Okay.
That's the story of I Want to Be the Guy.
I mean, you could have taken, like, not a gun and taken flowers.
But it's grandfather, the guy, his gun that he passed down to his grandson, the kid.
Okay, fine. Take your grandfather's gun. Who am I to judge, huh? You can, if you're going to go on an epic adventure and your grandfather recommends that you take a gun, listen to Gramps.
It's grandfather's gun. It's a family heirloom.
I don't care whose gun it is. Like,
I don't care whose gun it is. I just want to shoot something.
Well, no, I don't want to shoot something. That's the thing. Can't we just live in peace and harmony with each other and with Grandpa?
Yes.
Well, good. In that case, it's time for I Want to Stop the Simulation.
So, no.
Oh, Grandpa's dead. Well, that's not good.
Yeah, Grandpa ain't stopping nothing.
Okay, are we avenging Grandpa? Are we going to show him, like, hey, Grandpa, sorry you died.
We are avenging Grandpa because our dad murdered him. Our dad being the guy that we kill and become the new guy.
Okay. So
that's a different game, though.
Yeah, that's I Want to Be the Guy. So is this post I Want to Be the Guy after we became the guy?
This is completely unrelated. It is not in a... There's no linear timeline here.
There's no guys at all in this.
What?
Is that what you're saying?
Well, there's kind of like a computer guy. You'll see
There's
it,
a computer
maybe.
guy. Yeah, I've got a computer guy.
I'm really warm right now.
Go ahead. My room always gets super toasty as streams goes on. Wow. Oh, I mean, today is going to be grammar day.
So, do you want whenever you start?
We've got the game up. Whenever you'd like, give me a countdown, and I can start a timer. Like I'm not in a rush, but we're ready for you.
All right.
Don't worry, I didn't tell you.
All right. So this let's just do a countdown of 3, 2, 1, and go. So this is a fan game made for a marathon called Fan Game Marathon. That is, every time they put on a marathon, they have a blind race. So this is the 4th blind race game that was ever made.
Okay.
So welcome to, you might have seen this game before, Run Man.
I know how to run.
Man.
I'm not sure I do.
Hold right?
So this is the first area. There's nothing quite exciting going on here. It's just a brief little 30 minutes. The music I really like. It's fun.
It's like band, or I hear a harmonica. Yay!
Some other people here don't know how to run. That's exciting.
Woo! Uh-oh.
You can't really lose in this first section. You can try.
It just throws you back out.
Yep.
That's cute. Wow, that's like the opposite of I Want to Be the Guy, where you can die everywhere.
Right? So, I was talking to Brossentia the other day, and, basically, Brossentia told me that he hates fan games.
No, I said I don't really like I Want to Be the Guy games because they're too hard, but that's because I only played Bashi because somebody made me during a sub choice, and apparently that was a mistake.
Yeah, Bashi's not a good game to start with, or just not a good game to play in general. It's widely considered not very good. It's kind of like legendary and very popular, but there are better options out there.
Okay.
Like this, for example.
And like all of them?
Yeah, almost all of them.
Almost every option is better than this one. That's good to know.
Alright, so we're almost through with this area. There's not really a lot to say about the Run Man section, sadly. You can just run, man.
No, it's good to run.
You can be caught on fire too, or something.
Rock on. Jeez.
God, Pat.
This is really funny. I like the spike head dudes. They're kind of jerks.
They're really cute.
Yeah, they're... Yay!
I agree with Tempe. So this is the first boss. The word fan game appears to be kind of declared owned by the I Want to Be the Guy fan game community. But Fan Game Marathon does have like, whoops, that's a death. It does have other games in it. Like there's Mario 64 ROM hacks, there's SNW Kaizo hacks in it. There's a variety of stuff that shows up in that marathon.
Okay.
And I've kind of just watched it idly the past few years, and I'm like, oh, I should play one of these games one day. Like, I played I Want to Be the Guy way back when it was new, and I enjoyed it for the most part. I ended up beating it. Like, I should see what this scene's about, and then never actually got to it until this most recent tournament, and I'm like, yeah, this actually rules.
He got to the pie. I'm very happy.
So that's the first area. Like I said, not much to talk about. So I Want to Stop the Simulation is this kid just kind of stuck in some sort of ongoing simulation of different games.
Mm-hmm.
So welcome to game 2. There is a snake here that will murder you if you get too close to it. Oh good, I skipped the snake and now I can't show you the snake.
Oh no.
There you go.
Ah! I'm scared.
Did
So
you
if you
purposely
stay to the
die
right-
just so we could see the snake?
I did die so you could see the snake.
Good, thank you.
If you stay to the right here, the snake won't spawn. And you can grab that key and go.
Yeah! Oh, this one's look at the shy guy. He's not that
Look at
shy,
it
he's too
go.
big.
It's dancing.
Can you shoot him?
It will do nothing, but you can try.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not good.
It's kind of a common theme in these games that the gun doesn't do a whole lot outside of very specific instances.
Like shooting to save.
Yeah, and there will be enemies that we can shoot, but they will be few and far between. This dude you can't stand on for too long or else he does that, and that's bad. Because we want to actually get over here. It will move up and it will murder you immediately when it does that.
Oh! Okay.
That's why you gotta get around it.
Oh,
now
you're
we are
building
making
a little turnip bridge.
We're building a bridge of turnips now to get over this.
This
A
is
lot of,
kind of adorable.
Oh yeah, this game rules. This is genuinely amazing. Tempe thinks he saw this game last week. You saw Lana Fest last week, which is a different, same gist. It was the blind game for one of the races. Oh, check this out. Well,
Okay, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the POW absolutely destroying literally everything. Yeah, kill those jumpsters. I don't know what they're called, but kill them anyway.
Sniffits? Not sniffits. I forgot. But
Oh, jeez. Okay,
Ninjas. That's it.
gotcha. Yeah.
All right. So this you've got limited time with the bomb. Okay. Don't throw it anywhere. I guess that's also fine.
That's also doable. Yeah, one thing that I like right now that I'm seeing so far is that you actually have a little breathing room in some places.
Oh yeah. This is not. It's sort of somewhat difficult, but not very. And I've beaten it a few times at this point. And I think it's a pretty simple. Not simple. It's a good one of these. It's safe and easy. Now I have to pay attention. If you get this wrong, you die.
Is it random each time?
You can follow it, but yes.
Okay.
There's no set order here.
Yeah.
And a lot of my first time through these games is fun just because... Oh, hold on. A lot of it's learning what's going to kill you and what fun, hilarious pranks the game has in store for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus! Well...
Back to the snake dance.
Welcome back to the Snakes, Brossentia. How are you?
I'm doing great. I went to a doctor appointment today, and he was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" And he's like, "No, really. Like, you
No,
pay
really,
me for
tell me
this.
how you are.
Yeah, please."
You're not doing a bit here. I talked to a doctor today about things I will not bring up, but
Aha.
good.
It was about stomach pain, like chronic stomach pain stuff, and
what just happened there?
oh no!
My controller like decided it wasn't moving anymore.
Well, I hate when that happens.
Sorry about that. Let's just see this section again. Do you like cup games, Brossentia?
Oh man, I rule the cup game. Okay, I played a lot of Bart versus the World back when I was a kid, and one of the bonus games was a cup game, and I got really used to that.
Yes.
I think.
That makes a lot of sense. Alright, look. I'm not gonna fall off the side this time.
No falling.
Hit the save. Hit the save.
Yes!
Save has been hit. Spike has been hit too.
It happens.
So, this is a good block.
Ah! Okay, that's amazing. Yeah, that's
it's
like,
beautiful.
I would say what's more important in an I Want to Be a Something game is, like, deaths that make you laugh. Not necessarily, like, absolutely troll deaths, but deaths that are funny. That, I think, is probably the most important element here.
If I can't laugh or roll my eyes when I die, then why? Then you have failed as a designer.
At least for one of these games, yeah.
Yeah, well, unless like it's just a really tough platforming section, and that's totally fine too. I love how love how the kid spins around.
You just
in circles
spin as you climb. That's beautiful.
It's very good.
Oh, fairies! I hate them.
So they kind of home in on you when they go. They're very mean.
Are they fairies?
Take your time. I thought they were called
I don't know what they
I
are.
don't remember anymore. Who's ever played Super Mario? Super Mario Brothers 2. No one's done it.
Nobody's ever read the manual.
I probably have the manual somewhere in this room.
Lies.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I'm gonna load the save there as soon as I do that. Just because these things start spawning really fast.
Uh-oh.
And that's in there is a door that leads to a boss fight that you never need to do. Ooh!
Is it a good boss?
No, it's very bad.
Oh, okay.
There's no reward for it.
What?
It's a bit of the boss in there is a bit of a meme in the fan game community, apparently.
Okay.
So now we're fighting Birdo, as you'd expect.
Yeah, you have to
Long
fight
time-
Birdo.
Long time I Want to Be the
say-
Guy fans will recognize what's coming up next.
You mean to say it's a meme in the I Want to Be the Guy fan game community, right? Let's
Yes.
reclaim the fan game community,
Uh-oh.
right?
Absolutely. So Birdo's calling for help because we're jerks.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Wee, shaking.
Are we fighting Birdo's dad?
Anyway, here's an Ikaruga intro screen. Mecha Birdo is coming.
Mecha Birdo. Oh no.
So Mecha Birdo is just straight up pulled out of I Want to Be the Guy. This is a boss in the original game. It plays very differently than this, but it is a boss in the original game. This is just a big ol' homage to it.
That's just great.
It's a very fun boss fight. It's better than the I Want to Be the Guy fight by far. No!
Oh, saved by the Birdo. You thought those eggs were gonna kill ya? Ha, JK.
Oh, they will eventually,
Well, I mean, probably.
but not yet.
Uh-oh. Second phase. Ow.
Nope, we're not on the second phase.
You know, it's been a while since this boss has killed me, but now that I have to do it for any sort of audience other than my channel, clearly.
Welcome to life.
Yeah. I bring things that don't make us bored because, you know what? They're fun, and people need to see this thing.
I think I agree. I needed to see Mecha Birdo.
You could have played the original I Want to Be the Guy for Mecha Birdo. It's not a very good Mecha Birdo, but it's in there. Alright, phase 2.
Oh, she Angie. Look at the Angie eyes. Ah!
Ow! How? Sorry about that. I've been doing really well at this game too lately, because I've been practicing it because I think I got a chance at doing this somewhat well.
You've
But
been
I guess
doing
now,
pretty well.
not so much.
Like, already.
We should be out of Mecha Birdo by like 6 minutes.
You know. I was gonna
But you know
say
what?
marathon luck, but Honestly, like, this game doesn't really have a whole lot of RNG. How about Marathon, your controller disconnected for no good reason? I'm gonna go ahead and blame the controller.
RNG in this game. There's definitely some RNG, but it's not really this. Alright, let's just pay attention.
I mean,
I've been practicing this on and off the last week or so, and I've been able to do SMB2 Necklace, but that wasn't my fault.
Mechabirdo?
I'm gonna blame Brossentia on that one. Thank you.
What?
And have a good day.
How is it my fault?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it matters a great deal.
Does it though?
Yeah? I said
Fine.
it matters. It matters. I don't know.
That's fair. Also, the I Want to Be the Guy fan game community, as we're going to refer to it going forward,
Yeah.
has pretty much allowed turbo in most cases on pretty much any of their games.
Good.
It's pretty good. I don't play with it on this one, but there's definitely others that I do. Depending on how their bosses are designed. I cannot believe I'm dying here again. Don't gong me yet. I'd gong me though.
Oh, why would
No, I'm actually rather entertained by watching you die.
Honestly,
I hope so.
death is part of the simulation.
Death is part of the simulation, and we want to stop that. Alright, well, we can at least get out of this boss fight and see something new.
Hopefully.
Oh, we will. So now the front of the missiles will kill you.
Oh, so you don't want to touch the front. Okay, gotcha.
See how they're glowing red?
Yes. There's a lot to pay attention to here.
I like the Phantos a lot. Alright. One more phase.
Oh my gosh. Oh, she ate it. That was a dumb thing to do, Birdo.
What were you thinking? So we do get this sweet Ikaruga music.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, we did it. I think you did it. I didn't. I did nothing. I stood
You
here.
participated.
We helped.
You did. Anyway, do you like Baba Is You?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we get to go to Baba. Baba.
Look at the kids.
Kid is Baba. Oh my gosh.
Congratulations. This
I
is my
wonder-
favorite section of the game.
I wonder what Himpuli would have to say about this.
They'd probably make more games about taxes.
About taxes. Warp is when
Baba
yes.
Does His Taxes is the new game from the Baba Is You dev.
I love it.
I
Poor
love that the
Baba.
Baba Is You dev hangs out in Smite's Discord.
That's fantastic.
Fruit is kill. Oh no.
Yeah, fruit is kill. We're not touching the fruit. Also, if you go off the top of the screen, it gets really murderous.
Uh-oh. I believe it.
is win.
Yay! Fruit is win. That's how you do
Baba
it.
has gun.
This is really nice that it's got Baba Is You logic, although it might not necessarily be baked in as logic per se. Okay, Spike is you. Yay!
There
You
you go.
did it.
Oh, it's
Alright, now
Kiki.
Kiki is a threat. Kiki
Yeah.
is kill.
Kiki is kill. Don't kill.
That's a shame. Kiki is like the best thing in Baba Is You.
Now Kiki wants to hurt people. So we're gonna make Kiki win.
Yeah. Come on. Move to me, Kiki. Yes.
You can take the other path down, but it's scary and I don't like it. Alright, this is this level I lovingly call Kiki is still a threat. So we just got a platform very cool down here. Fruit is no longer deadly.
Good. Stupid fruit.
Spikes are no longer deadly, but
Oh, good.
however, Kiki is still a threat.
No! Stop it, Kiki. Kiki. Don't be like this, Kiki.
However, now we are Kiki.
Yes!
Alright. This one's pretty good. You go down there and die, and you turn these rocks into kill and spikes into swim. So now you can swim inside the spikes.
Spike can swim. I like it.
And Baba is win.
Yay!
Hey, we did it!
Jelly. Okay, Bob is you, Jelly is kill.
Ah. Alright, this one, you need to turn Baba into swim. So you need to jump out, then shoot. So your jellyfish can use Baba as swim.
Yay, swimmy Baba.
Okay, now we're Kiki. This one's got a little bit... There's that step. So
Okay.
Baba's still right there. We're gonna turn Spike into not kill. Head up and turn Jellyfish into kill. Nope.
No!
Alright, round 2.
Oh, geez. Okay, we can do this. And by we, I mean you.
Spike is
I'm
no
too
longer
lazy.
kill.
Okay.
We're gonna turn off Jellyfish being kill. Shoot that over and die to the Spike immediately because you're supposed to hit left in a second or 2. There we go. So we set that up because we want to get Baba to the warp point there in the bottom right.
Yeah.
So we can do that. Become Baba again. Hit the jellyfish, which is safe. There we go.
Jeez.
Everything's fine.
Yay!
Did it.
You did it!
Alright, this you're just trying to make a path to the goal. So you can move the fruit and kill the jellyfish with it.
Yes! Jellyfish fruit is push. And then Spike is kill. Haha.
We want to get this is all the way over to turn the warp into win. It's hiding behind one of the spikes.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, that's annoying, but it worked.
Gonna do that again. Woo! Almost died there by going off the top of the screen.
Woo! Oh my gosh.
Alright, this is the last Baba is you level, unfortunately.
Aw.
It's a good one though. You're trying to make a path to get down to the bottom. So we're gonna move that rock over here. These warps will kill you now. So we're gonna go around, jump over.
That's
back down,
warps
push
for you.
this rock.
Aha.
Now head back over here. Turn Jelly into push. There we go. I
Good.
can still screw it up. Trying to turn warp into win.
Okay.
Well, I can still screw it up. I opted not to.
Congratulations. Good
All right,
job.
welcome to, and I'd like
Oh.
to point out this Ghost is Boos.
Ghost
not
is
boss.
booze.
Boos.
Well, it is a boo.
Welcome to the third boss. It's a ghost.
No, the third boost.
This
Yeah.
is the third boost. It might be the first boost, but the third boss. It's got several attacks, and they cycle when you hit it a few times here.
Gotcha. We're on to bat attack. Go away, bats. Go away. I don't like you.
Those
Bats.
could be birds.
Bats are birds.
They are.
We've already
invincible.
established that.
I don't know what these are, but I love them.
They're cockroaches.
Oh, good.
These
Or
sprites are
they-
actually used in Bob Is You as well.
That's adorable. I don't like when the floor goes. Okay, so when the boss is about half dead, the floor goes away. Why is there apples?
Go shooting apples at you.
3, 4, 5. Okay, good. This is
Stop.
my least favorite attack to happen during the missing floor section.
Yeah, this is a little stressful.
Because I get very greedy and try to hit it a few times, and I just get stressed out and die.
Oh, you got a hit before you got to the bottom. Very nice. Hi,
dead.
bats. Oh,
GG, everyone. Well
You were-
played.
You did say you were dead. Yeah.
I did. So, Brossentia, what do you think the next game to be parodied is?
let's see. What would be... I don't know. Like, because we had such a jump between Like, I feel like a
Simply
puzzle
true.
game of sorts would well, no,
Right.
this is a puzzle game.
I will say it's a roguelike, and it's on Steam. It was very popular.
Okay, roguelike. I mean,
Oh my god.
We might.
do you
see
mean
it.
roguelike or roguelite?
Light.
Okay.
Well, like you don't really retain anything other than like unlocks between areas, that stuff that can appear in the world.
Like, I'm gonna go ahead and guess probably not. Probably not Binding of Isaac, because I think you don't like that.
I don't. I like Isaac as a game. I just think it's a little gross, but it is like an unparalleled video game in terms of playability.
Yeah. I think it's fantastic. I completely understand people who don't like it.
Yeah, I still would play it. Please, cockroaches, come here. I need you.
Risk of Rain could be possible, because that was extremely popular. Now, this fan game was 2019.
Yes.
So that was, like, Risk of Rain was definitely before that era. 2019, what would...
Like, original Risk of Rain is pretty, not old? Last phase. Should be. Then he's gonna have one more attack that's, like, impossible to die to unless you're very silly and do something that I did last time I did it. Alright. You're gonna sit right here. If you get picked up over the spikes, or over the hole in the ground, you'll just fall into it and die.
Oh no!
Anyway, you got it right. First try.
Okay, it is Binding of Isaac. Gotcha. Are you ready for
This is
poop,
my-
everybody?
I don't think there's any poop in this one.
What?
This is my least favorite section of this game just because it's easy. But I like the little cherry spiders. That makes me really happy.
Okay. Yeah, they're pretty cute. Okay. Is it the same every time?
The map is the same. The power-ups are not.
Okay.
I have never seen this power-up before.
Interesting.
But it's
And I
fantastic
hate
balls.
Holy heck, I hate this power-up. It is a little bouncy ball, which is a reference to other of the Blind Race games. Because they always end with two little bouncy balls for a while. And I don't understand why.
Well,
For the same reason that Mystery Tournament has lawn mowing games.
ow!
I mean, those lawn mowing games are phenomenal.
Yeah, lawn mowing games rock.
With tears, you're really stressing me out here. What's happening? But the map layout's always the same.
Gotcha.
Or Sokoban. Yeah, how about that? Mystery Tournament, a puzzle game? I don't get it. I sassed
Oh,
Roar enough about
I
this
have
at
another
Macro.
mystery tournament match tomorrow, everybody. Tomorrow at sometime.
Good luck.
Yeah, 3
I like
p.m.
this,
Eastern.
My favorite enemies are these little spikes that run at you. These
They're
are
kind of
just
cute.
really creative and well designed. Here's just Biff. I don't know who Biff is or what Biff is, but
This guy.
it's this one.
Blech.
But it just plays like Monstro, so...
Okay.
Except I really hate my tears I have right now.
Yeah. Like, I could see you not liking these tiers too much.
I have never seen this drop off. Or, is it not Monstro? Alright. Oh, people are saying it's not, it's discount Monstro. I got it. I see,
Discount
I see.
Monstro.
We
Yeah.
We have
Monstro
Monstro at home. So what's next? There's one more floor of this game, but what indie? Well, not an indie game. What NES game is next?
NES game?
Or not NES game. Sorry, another indie roguelike.
Another indie roguelike. What could it be? What could it
Like
be?
the corner jump. The corner jump
my
in the dream
gosh.
is very good.
Yeah, that's great. Okay.
Another really popular one, I'll say, got remade. Well, that gives it away, doesn't it?
I don't know.
'Cause how many indie roguelikes got remade?
Like 20, I'm sure.
Okay.
I mean, this one did. I'm just
It did.
trying to think what did. I mean, not... Oh my gosh, not Desktop Dungeons. That is absolutely
Oh,
not
that would
something
be
that's
so
been
good.
remade.
I love Desktop Dungeons. You got this one right away, and I'm really impressed at that.
Well, I mean, like, it makes sense.
Where are my
Hungry.
tears? Where are my tears?
Too bad.
Tears up is one of the upgrades you can get, and yep, guess not today.
Not today.
Instead, we've got
Oh,
these bouncy
somebody
tears
is
that
saying
go everywhere.
Spelunky.
And that person would probably be correct, but I can't confirm anything.
Honestly, that makes sense. I wouldn't... Spelunky 2 is a sequel. Come on.
That's not what I'm referring to when I say a remake. Referring to Splunky,
Splunky.
the original one.
Oh, I
Before
guess
got
it did
remade.
get a remake, and then it had a sequel. Yeah.
Yeah, Splunky 1 was way better than Splunky.
Oh, no.
I like the music better. I like how it looks better. Splunky HD was a huge downstep for me. A downgrade.
Now,
They
just
added
put...
more content, yeah, but like, at what cost? What they took from us. I can't tell you much about those bosses. Anyway, that's all of Isaac. I don't like that section. It's kind of boring.
Yeah, Spelunky. Let's go.
This is great.
Yeah, I did see Cacodemon. You can whip or jump on enemies. Like, they could have done La Milana. Make
God.
Author Blues play this.
There's plenty of La Milana references in the fan game community. They like that Baphomet room. I didn't make the host board. I made myself board by playing a Splunky level. So, not Splunky, Isaac. I like Isaac though. Like I
love Isaac.
I don't hate that game. Oh, stupid spider.
I don't hate the game. I'm just have no interest in playing the game.
Yeah.
I'm completely fine with that. Like, you don't. Not every game is for every person.
Yep.
And, you know, it's actually a very gross game. The first time that I played Isaac, I was like, wow, I'm very grossed out, but I also really like this. And eventually it got to the point where, like, I don't even... Like, the gross stuff is not even gross at all to me. It's just, hey, it's Isaac now.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of on that same level, but like, it's something like, okay, I can't stream this just because I think it looks weird and buddy. I threw my rock and I needed that rock.
Oh no, your
Now you
rock.
have an error.
Okay, I've got a. Nope, never mind. Just kidding. We've got tons of spiders to do it for me.
Yeah, spiders will die for you. Oh geez, I was a little bit worried. It just sucked you into the door. I was like, you're dead.
Right?
There's a snake. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and say that
We'll do this because it's fun.
this is challenging, but it's also not like too challenging, you know?
Eggplant will remember this.
Oh, good. No! It did remember that. Oh no. Do you have to save the
It was just for
eggplant?
y'all. I know better than to touch that eggplant.
Look, don't touch your eggplant with like 82 people watching, okay?
It's true.
Oh, the gist of this area is the shotgun can give you a cool extra jump,
I like that.
and you need that to do cool things.
Is this the last set of levels then?
Oh no,
Oh,
there's
it's the last roguelike set of levels.
yes,
I see.
yes it is. The other two games, one's a NES game and one's a SNES game. Speculate at your own whim.
Okay.
I'm hoping it's
Ah!
Super Metroid.
The exploding ball.
There's Super Metroid music in this game, but Super Metroid does not make an appearance.
Gotcha.
Air Fortress, get out. Get out, Eldritch Mecha. Don't actually leave. You should subscribe to Brossentia because he's a delightful person.
Aw, thank you.
He's very fun too.
You're fine.
All right.
Too many arrows. Too many. They scare me. I'm just trying to think for an NES game. Like, Kirby is quintessential, but I feel like it's been done too much, so I'm guessing not Kirby.
Kirby was done in one of the previous fan games.
It's been done in... Look, if there's a fan game of any type, Kirby's gonna show up.
There is, so the last area of this game is a big ol', like, here's a kind of rehash of the previous blind games.
Yeah.
And, there's a... Oh god, this sucks. This sucks, actually! Ah!
No!
I did that to myself.
You did do that to yourself.
After everything went so well. Alright, this is
Castlevania is another one that I might think, but again, it feels like it's probably been done a little too much. However, Super Mario Brothers 2 would also be something that I would say has been done too much. I'm gonna say a Castlevania game for the next one.
Okay, noted. I guess I can't fully spoil it for you, because it's kind of the joy of, like, what's coming up next is a big deal to at least me.
Yeah, feel free to withhold important information from me.
Important information is a way to put it.
It
All
is
right.
important.
Okay, everything's
Oh, okay.
good. Everything's fine.
Ha!
Everything's fine.
Do you get anything if you collect all the gold?
No! Which the new one has a whole mechanic around different endings, kind of like in the Wario games, based off how much money you've earned. But this fan game doesn't.
That's fine.
Alright. I keep dying there, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing wrong, because I'm definitely, like, doing the puzzle correctly. Uh-oh. There we go. Thank you, Whip.
Whip saving
arrow.
you. I love it.
There we go. Hey, do you like dying, bro?
Yeah.
I like dying.
I mean, honestly, that's sort of like these games are known for being a little tricky.
Yeah, not that bad. This one's pretty easy, honestly, all things considered. I think most people can just pick it up and play it. There we go.
Out of all of them that I've seen, this one actually looks kind of enjoyable.
Oh, this one's super enjoyable. Like, I was kind of blown away when I saw this game for the first time. I'm gonna jump out, get that. Not deal with spiders.
Don't like them. Nope.
Gonna play it safe.
Good.
Okay, where am I? Up or up? So this has a hidden floor that you'll fall through. It's very good.
Ha!
I appreciate that.
Yeah, because you expect, like, okay, I'll just fall straight down and get the shotgun. But you do that, and then, oh no, you're dead.
That's amazing.
And we're just gonna lower this block around. Okay. Should I pick up this red gem, Brossentia?
I feel
mean,
like if
clearly.
you do, you would die.
You're too slow.
That's so
Thanks, Sonic
good.
the Hedgehog.
You're too slow.
You know what? I really appreciate that.
I gotta make it amusing. If I'm just playing this game well, it's not as entertaining.
No, you know what? It's one of those things. Like, there's certain I want to be the guy fan games, right? That take themselves way too seriously,
Oh yeah.
Yep.
right? So it's nice to appreciate, like, we know you're gonna die. We don't really care. Right? Let's just go have a good time.
Yep, we're gonna play practical jokes on you, and it's gonna be
Uh-oh.
amazing. I need to go up there and shoot the frog.
Did you accidentally fall down?
No, I was trying to get away from the attack it was doing.
Yeah, it was a rude attack. Mr. Ribbit, come here. Come here.
This seems fine. This seems somewhat fine. He's got a oh, he's going red. Oh, red means he's gonna do that. You
Red
need to be
means
up here.
bad, Mr. Ribbit.
They're all bad, Mr. Ribbit, at the end of the day.
I don't know. Mr. Ribbit seems kind of nice.
He's just screaming.
He's got
I put him-
eyebrows. How does a frog have eyebrows?
I'd put him in my aquarium.
Frog
him in your
should
aquarium.
not have eyebrows.
No wonder he's so pissed.
I have 3 frogs in my aquarium.
There we go. Everything's fine. Mr. Ribbit's about to die, sort of. Oh, shit. Okay.
There we go.
Anyway, he's still pissed.
Oh, he's not dead.
So this is colloquially known in the I Want to Be the Guy fan game community as avoidance. Because there's nothing you can do to speed up this fight. You just gotta stay alive. And I'm dying on the opening move, which is real good by me.
That's... I mean, welcome to It's Kind of Tricky, even if you've played the games before.
Yeah. I just know I can get this down to a sub-hour, and I just have been having horrible luck every time I try to do it. I think I could just jump straight up. Alright, everything's fine. Once you get to the halfway point, I feel like it gets way easier. I think it's just getting tired as it screams.
Have you ever screamed so long you died?
No, but I've seen a frog do it, I guess.
Ha!
Alright, get your bets in for next game.
Is there a reason to jump every time?
It's fun.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Again, Castlevania. Contra, okay. Going
Big fan
to
of
the
this.
jungle, gonna eat a lot of peaches. not quite how it works. I don't know, there might be peaches in the
I
jungle.
like the little cape.
Oh yeah!
Welcome to Contra.
Corndan, are you typing?
I am typing.
Are you typing messages to me?
No, I'm not typing messages to you. I am not bored.
Wow.
I am helping somebody while we talk. I'm helping them get
No!
get there.
I'm like, I should probably miss this jump.
That was pretty good.
Alright. Spawn this, but don't spawn the thing. Yeah, this works. Alright, we're fine in the water here. Just that first chain jump. Why am I down here? I made a grievous error.
Can you recover?
Yes.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. Ooh, you did it.
I don't need to kill that. Why am I stopping and shooting him?
No, why are you?
I don't know. That's why I moved on.
Aha!
I like the spikes too. Like they themed them really
Ooh.
nicely.
Yeah,
Also,
honestly,
the protagonist of Contra is here.
Mario, the protagonist of Contra. Oh no! You got Mario'd.
Checkpoints every screen.
That's
Which is
nice.
but you lost your machine gun.
I did, which I really want a laser is what I want out of here. Also, if you touch Mario, he explodes.
As
Well,
Mario
I
is
mean-
wont to do.
Yeah.
Oh, spread gun. I've never actually seen what spread is in this fan game.
Oh, I guess it's
I'm
this.
unconvinced it's good.
It's not as good as actual spread. Because
Yeah.
actual spread is fine.
Exploding Mario was the worst power-up.
Can you imagine? I mean, Kirby did that.
Exploded Mario?
No, became exploding Kirby.
No. Okay,
Bomb
fine.
power up. They're boom. You go boom. Kirby go boom. Take some damage, but everything else dies. Or did
Hell
he
yeah,
take
Kirby.
damage? I'm trying to remember. You at least exploded.
I'm proud of Kirby, honestly.
Sometimes you eat so much you feel like you want to explode, but then Kirby, he actually does it.
I don't get it. Explain the joke.
Boom. It's funny.
You know what? That's an impossible thing to get.
Yep, it can stay there.
It lives there now. It's the ledge's power up.
What if the ledge got a machine gun? Jeez, terrifying.
That is also terrifying.
I mean, look, some of those ledges do have machine guns. They're just not good at firing them.
It's true, they're not very fast. Oh, guy in the bushes.
Yep, that's the last second gotcha. Okay, so this has the best power up in the game on this screen. You ready? What's the P do?
Yeah, I figured. I didn't figure it would do that, but I figured it would be a troll.
I did. I figured when I saw P, I was like, oh, I know what this is gonna be, and I was not mistaken.
Yeah. Corndan, knowing the
first
letter
time I
P.
picked it up, I'm just like, I don't know what I expected.
That was kind of what I expected, honestly.
It's the only thing that makes sense. Don't bother
Yep.
with the scary jump up there.
I really, really like the addition of the cape. It's just cute.
It is. Ugh, spread gun. It's not a
Again.
laser.
Except it's better. I mean, spread gun's better than what you got.
Yeah. Maybe. I feel like
My
I'd
gosh.
do a better job without it on this thing. It does hit just as hard as the pea shooter does.
So then, as long as you're just, shooting like it's the pea shooter, it's no worse.
Yeah.
That, however, is a better.
Yeah, it's just in a scary
It's
spot right now.
gone. Too bad.
And if it was just a matter of losing a life, it'd be one thing, but it's resetting the whole screen. No, I'm fine with this. Should be getting to the boss in a second.
Uh-oh, it's a wall.
How surprised are you?
0% surprise.
Whoops.
That's.
I thought I was dead.
Oh no! Well,
I've got those real good reset reflexes.
yeah, you do. Yeah, I noticed, like, you have been, like, whenever you die, there's usually a long death animation for I want to be the guy.
Easy every
Hitting
time, right?
reset is good. Yeah! Uh-oh. Angry. Mall Part 2.
That's very injury.
I love this remix, for the record. It's so good.
What I love about this is that it's reusing the level that you just went through,
Yep.
and you have to go back through it and, navigate the earth and don't fall into the pit. Make sure that you're able to get up high for some of these later guns. Oh my gosh. Yeah, video game design-wise, I have to say, whoever made this
It was a
remix,
collaborative
you did.
effort between a bunch of people that
They
made
did a
this.
great job.
And the blue bar you're seeing there is how long it takes until you reach the
beginning of the stage.
Yep. Ah, Rinkas.
Here he comes again. Ah! Don't do it. Oh, so close.
Nope.
Is that the flamethrower?
Yep.
Yeah, flamethrowers in video games, either the best or the worst, and I assume you want some distance right now.
Yeah, it's not even like a good, like, the fire weapon in Contra easily one of like the worst weapons I've ever used in a video game. Contra 1 specifically. Super C brought it back and made it a reasonable thing,
Sort of.
depending on which version you play.
Yeah, the wall is down. Everybody, say goodbye to the wall. Or shoot it, whatever. That's fine too.
Welcome to the next video game.
Whee! Super Nintendo, right?
Mhm.
Come on, Super Castlevania 4. Come on. Yes! I knew there had to be a Castlevania in my game.
Easy every time.
Yeah.
I'm stuck in position right here, if it wasn't that clear.
I figured. This is
I
like,
like the one bat that just falls straight down in the little platforming section beforehand. But this is from the Game Boy game, and now it's from the Super Nintendo game.
yeah.
So, skeletons, right?
Oh, geez. I love
Really
that you have a
like-
health bar. Oh no, they exploded into bones! Do not
I
kill
don't know
the
what I
skeletons.
expect when you whip a skeleton to death, but an explosion of bones was probably not what I expected.
I mean, it makes sense if, like, if you
Yeah,
kill
I
a
mean, I
skeleton,
kinda-
what magic is holding the bones together now?
I kind of expect, you know, when you hit a skeleton that it you know, explodes all the bones. That makes sense to me.
exactly.
Skelly physics.
All right.
Oh, fun.
I love that. I love
That
those things.
is actually kind of very satisfying. Does it give you an extra jump as well when you do it?
No, you have to preserve your jump if you want to double jump afterwards, so you have to only do a single jump.
Ah. Jeez.
All right, let's get these bats out of the way.
Yeah!
Other people are pointing out the health bar, and I'm a big fan of it.
That it shows
I
one
hate
hit
trees.
point. Dang, yeah, it's always freaking Kirby
Hate
trees
cherries.
shooting apples. This is definitely a very skinny Kirby tree, but it still has the face on it. I love it.
Tiny Wispy Woods.
I don't know his name. Wispy Woods, Kirby tree. Oh no, the skull apple! Jeez. Ah!
Very briefly forgot about that. I'm like, wait a minute. This is gonna fall on me, isn't it?
I mean, you were not wrong.
What's the time we're at right now?
We're
49
just
minutes.
almost to 50.
Oh, cool. The in-game timer is very, very accurate then. I'm seeing 49:58 here.
Nice.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's nice
It's in
when
the-
in-game timers work.
Yeah, IGT is a big deal. Like, all of these games have IGT, so it's kind of just the golden standard. Hopefully we'll get to the boss of this area, and if not, I'm sorry. Alright, shoot your apples at
Oh,
me,
no.
no one cares.
The skeleton's like the sun. The son
little
of the
bit,
blood
actually.
river.
No! Woo! I didn't think I was making the jump.
I'm glad
So
that the skeleton still shoots apples. Like, that's very important to me.
Oh, naturally.
How dare those spikes do that?
Actually, some cool as heck platforming in this area, too.
Yeah.
Come on, cat. Play the video game correctly.
I was like,
That
that's
was
not a
like a
cat. That looks
simulation
like an
forever.
armadillo.
There we go. Just hesitate a second. I'm trying to go too fast now and running into the trap of, like, the cycles will never add up if I just go.
Yeah. Welcome
so I'm gonna
everybody
wait.
to.
There we go. We're gonna wait. And bonk our head. Can I go over that? No.
Welcome to putting on a show for anybody.
Right? It's
Whenever
going
you're
so well, so briefly.
split.
I mean, if that's not Kusogrande in a nutshell, I don't know what is.
Yeah, honestly,
It's going so well, so briefly.
yeah, there's a reason Corndan does better when he's a zombie. Because there's no pressure.
Games I can play.
No, because there's no pressure. And also because we give you games that you can play, I guess. I was trying to give it... I feel like you gave yourself less credit than I gave you, which was still... Like, the pressure's off of you.
We're just gonna wait a cycle. There we go. Everything's fine.
What even are these, like, fuzzy oranges?
Fuzzy oranges? They're armadillos.
Oh, they're rolled up this time. Are they invincible?
Yes, when they're rolled up. When they unroll, you can kill them.
Okay. I guess that's sort of the point of armadillos, you know? When they roll up, you know, they're a little bit more armored.
Armadillos are super cute. I like armadillos.
They're great.
I can attack upwards during this fight. And I've tried to do it and immediately it was like, wait, that's a bad move. Alright, time for not hell yet.
Do-do-do-do.
But the physics of this area change completely. They're very cool, but... bats. Too many bats.
Ah!
It's just, I don't know if the bats actually stop here.
The bats never stop.
Chat is saying you can pet an armadillo once.
Once per life, I would agree with that.
At least in this game, yeah.
Okay, what's with
I
the
mean,
bats
if your
percentage?
blood hits it after you explode, is that petting it again?
No.
But if your severed hand does, then
Ooh,
it is.
ooh, good point.
Oh my god, Cat let me in. Funny enough, I'm at record low deaths.
Oh, really?
Somehow, despite everything. Nope, save.
Oh, preserving that double jump. Very nice.
Yeah, you need it for that.
I love it.
Okay.
Okay, that's a super cool mechanic.
Right? This is the hardest checkpoint in the game, in my opinion.
Whee! Ah, the skelly gotcha!
All of these skeletons will explode into bones if you try to kill them. So you just gotta avoid them.
Well, that's like every skeleton.
Also, there's a zombie down there now. And it will track exactly where you are, so you cannot touch the platform below you.
Thanks, zombie.
See
Oh
the
yeah,
one-
I see him.
See the running around up there?
Yeah. Oh! Brave zombie, I like him.
Okay. Just get up here. I found a way to do this before that was really easy. And I don't remember what it was. Okay.
Whee! Woo!
I mean, that zombie was there to catch you.
Yeah, he was just trying
How
to
nice
help.
of it. I think I can just immediately go back to the left or something like that. There it is. Okay. Dang it.
Yeah, I can see why this is the hardest section. Woo!
Ooh.
It's just so much all at once, and just navigating around those zombies there is just so tight. Okay, don't grab it then.
That's fine.
We'll just die. See, what's happening is I'm not turning around, and I
Yeah.
don't understand why.
Woo! Woo!
If I can get past this, we'll see the next boss. I don't know if we'll beat it.
Okay, come on, next boss. I want to see the boss.
Is that a fan game, bro?
I mean,
Could
it
be.
is now.
I want to see the boss.
It could be a Cuso Grande fan game,
Ooh,
right? Not a I Want to Be the Guy fan game.
yeah.
I looked into it. Okay. I whipped into it again.
What a jerk. That skeleton, worst skeleton. Normally
knows
I'm
it's
a
on
fan of
stage.
skeletons, but I don't like this one.
It knows it's on stage right now.
It's true, he's putting up a great performance. By the way,
All right.
I am... Okay, you got through. I was having a little stuttering. Hopefully Comcast has
We got
stopped
it.
at this point. We're here. We made it through. Okay, everybody. That was not us splicing the run. That was Comcast just doing Comcast things.
Welcome to what looks like the worst part of the run, but isn't that bad, actually. We gotta stop smooching Comcast. I think that we should start not being affectionate towards them.
I
You know
really do not try to do
I got
anything
rid of
affectionate to
Comcast, and
Comcast.
suddenly all of my internet got better.
Weird how
Wow,
that happened.
weird how you actually have
Oh.
competitors possibly in your area. That's
I do.
cool.
And it's a lot cheaper too.
When I was in Cambridge, it was basically Comcast or nothing, and it was just so bad. Internet would
Yeah.
just randomly go out like every day at the same time. And be like, we report no issues. And I'm like, I have issues
I
here.
report issue right now.
Everything's fine. You've made it up. Alright. Why am I dying here? I don't understand why I'm failing this jump. Ah!
Ah!
You don't want to go backwards. Oh, I double jump. That's bad. You can't
Oh,
double
no.
jump there.
Okay, is this the final stage of the game?
It's not the final stage of the game, but like I know going into this we're not gonna finish it.
Yeah.
There's a whole other area after this, but my intention was not beat this game.
Okay, gotcha. You
Let's just
still made a
you
lot of heckin' progress, though.
Yeah, it is Oh.
Woo.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, we at least get to see it. Yeah.
So that note we saw earlier was Simon real pissed that we took his whip.
Sounds about right. Look at his sucky whip. Ah, his whip
Yeah, right.
sucks.
Basic whip here.
Yeah.
I had so much trouble getting here.
Yeah, kill Simon. It is an hour, but I'll go ahead and go until your next death.
Okay.
Yeah, this is, what do they call it?
Sudden death.
Sudden death. Yeah, that one. Of course.
Just small amounts of avoidance.
I like this.
Simon's just a big nerd.
He is.
I believe the correct answer is Simon's a giant jerk face.
Well,
No!
there we go.
The armadillo!
Simon lives today. Because you have to do the whole thing again.
Oh, well, good job, Simon. Game over.
Thanks for letting me show you this. I know you said you hate these games, so I had to show you one that's like actually good.
This one's really good, and I'm really glad that you did. That was super cool.
I'm not sure I want to play it, but I'm glad I watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's remaining is like once you finish this area, it has a throwback area that's got stages that are references to the previous previous three blind games, and then you fight a boss that's a reference to all three of those final bosses, and then the final boss of the game is Bonsai Buddy.
Bonsai Buddy?
Yeah, it's Bonsai Buddy.
I feel like I know him.
It's the little purple ape that tried to take over your computer. It was
Oh, that dude!
malware.
The computer virus. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The purple malware.
The purple malware. Thank you for distinguishing it from the other types of malware that we regularly installed back in the 90s. Oh.
All right, y'all have a good Don't Make Us Bored. Thanks for letting me show this for a while.
Yeah,
And,
have anything you want to plug?
I've been playing a lot of these games on my channel on twitch.tv/FlannelKat or flannel.live. I just participated in the North Carolina Pinball State Championships for women and did pretty okay. I didn't get any podium positions.
How okay is pretty okay?
What's that?
How okay is pretty okay? I mean, you gotta tell everyone how good
I made
you
it to round 2 of 4, so I beat one person and got knocked out by the person who won the tournament. So, and she also won the Open tournament, the mixed league, the day before. So, she's fantastic at everything. And,
I'd say no
pinball
shame
related.
getting eliminated by the ultimate winner. Yeah.
Look, no shame in getting into the state championship with 6 months of games under your belt and having never played really any pinball before that. So,
yeah.
in a super state, nonetheless. A super state being a state that's extremely competitive.
Super state. Yeah, seriously,
Anyway.
great job. We'll see you later, Flannel. Thank you so much. Go be, go escape.
I'm gonna go get dinner. We're gonna get Eastern North Carolina barbecue. So go follow my channel, and if you don't, I'll know.
Ah, I better do it.
I do like me some North Carolina barbecue.
All right, see you later.
Bye, everybody.
Have fun. Take care. Oh my gosh, Corndan, it's time. Yep, that's my joke. That's my joke. We've got TimeWanderer next, and then Tymestalker after that. I'm good to go without a break, so let's go ahead and just hop on over. I'll need a tiny break after this one. Hello there, Timerer? No.
Yeah, it's
How-
Timer. I'm your co-host, Corn Time.
Corn time. Everybody,
You all
it's
just
corn
and
time.
you all enjoyed a very enjoyable run from Flannel Time.
Yeah,
Did Flannel? She didn't. Did she?
she did. Yeah.
Dang! Dang! Okay, well, I didn't notice, and, you know, honestly, I think I was a better person for not noticing, but
And
whatever.
shout outs to our good friends, Mr. Time, Time Kami, and Timesol.
Glug glug, drinking the
And
time Saul.
Tymestalker.
Oh, what? Yeah. Thank you to all the time. All the times around here. Tim, who is just an honorary time. And yeah, I think that we've got a very interesting game coming up next. Genesis game, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yeah.
it's going to be golf.
It's gonna be golf.
I mean, that's what
it's
I
gonna
was.
be golf.
That's what they told me.
It's gonna be golf. It's gonna be golf.
I mean, golfer is in the title, so of course it's going to be golf.
It's definitely going to be golf.
My gosh. I don't even understand. Fine, whatever. Give me a second. I'll go ahead and make sure that the music is working and that we have the game ready for everybody. Because I was told we have a golf game, and that's all I know.
I mean, there's
Is it
golf.
playing audio right now, by the way? I don't hear anything.
Now it is.
Okay, I do hear stuff now.
Yeah, I had it paused because the music is very Genesis.
Yeah, this is Genesis. I really like the scale. Do. Very inspired here. Thank you so much, video games, for bringing all of the good stuff. Now, what is this called? Battle Golf for Yui. Now,
Battle
I know
Golf for
Ninja
Yui.
Golf.
So this is different. Battle Golf for Yui is a golf RPG
Ooh.
of sorts that
Okay.
was released on the Genesis in, I don't know, the mid 90s. It was only in Japan. A fan translation group got together and did a patch for it, and so that we, you know, English speakers could play it in, I think, 2017.
Okay.
And a friend of mine brought it to my attention because he saw it and I played through it and was dumbstruck by what this game is. It is sort of half visual novel and then half bad golf game. Now, I will go ahead and tell you right now that the golf part of the game is by far the least interesting thing, and we will be skipping most of it. I spent a good portion of the last couple of days making save states so that we could just skip to the actual story parts if we start running short on time, because it's golf. But the real meat here is what's actually happening. So this is the screen displaying right now? I don't have the...
Yes, it is.
I have the chat open, but not the actual...
Yeah. Your game is up. I think we're good to go with the game whenever you are.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hit reset, and then we can watch the opening, where you will be introduced to the story of Battle Golfer Yui, and then we will start. And what I have is a save state for after each golf battle, so that when we actually get into the golf battle, we can do it for a little bit, and then I'll be like, that's basically the idea, and then we can skip to the end and continue the story. That way, hopefully, we can do this in an hour.
Okay.
And if not, then I will submit the continuation to end the story at a later time.
Sounds good. All right.
I mean, the story is super important here.
The story is the most... Oh, great and powerful ruler, Professor G. These are the two the computer came up with this time.
Okay.
The story is why we're here. Just trust me. They are considered to be ideal for the battle golfer bodies.
Of course.
For the first body, Yui Mizuhara. I don't know why her... And Ron Ryuzaki. I don't know why their measurements are necessary, but, Japan.
That's how we know they're ideal for the battle.
It doesn't say their blood type, though, so I don't know.
It's
Bring
true.
them to me
That's
immediately.
True.
Uh-oh.
Immediately.
Right now.
The evil organization Dark Hazard, which looks to Professor G as its ruler, plots to take over the world using battle golfers.
Dang it, they're gonna control your bod.
Yes.
Ah! Yui, from this day forth, you will be reborn as a battle golfer. Then you will become my faithful servant, Black Fire. No.
How about you don't do that?
What the stop! Can we say that word on this channel?
Yeah,
You
we have said
bastard!
worse on this channel.
All right.
That's not
So
even a
this guy's
swear.
not done. See, the X Silver, who are you? There's no time. There's no time. What about Ron? Was there a black-haired girl? Yeah, I know her. I'll save her too. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I like him.
What are you doing? Hurry up and go.
Yes. Come on.
I have a gun. Get out of here. Yui is rescued by a mysterious man. Then several days pass. She hasn't heard from Ren. This is scrolling really fast. This is still like the pre-scroll.
Yeah.
Match play tournament sponsored by the Hazard Foundation at Gil Country Club. If I enter this tournament, maybe I'll get some answers.
If I enter a golf tournament, maybe I'll get some answers. I love it.
All right, that's all the setup. So, the main points of the story here. Girls kidnapped to be reborn as ultimate battle golfers. One of them is freed, the other isn't. They're friends. The one who is freed doesn't know what's going on, but knows the name of the organization, and so is we're not doing the track screen stuff. And so is going to go out and enter this golf tournament to try to get some answers, and that's where our story picks up.
Perfect.
So we're going to go into adventure mode. We're going to go to fast messages so that we can get through this fast, and we're going to do new game. Yui arrives at Gil Country Club. I don't know, Gil?
Yeah, something
Whatever.
like that. I suspect
Whatever.
coming here will provide me with some answers.
Yui decides to go inside.
Come on.
So yeah, we have a whole visual novel bunch of things. And mostly this is just go through the options in the right order, which I mostly remember but partially don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Miss Mizuhara, I presume? Yes. I'm this club's messenger. You've been entrusted to me.
Perfect.
Okay. What are we checking? We're gonna check the woman.
She looks like some sort of disco dancer. Yeah.
I
Sorry,
guess that was true in the 90s. That's fine. If you know what,
sure.
if you want to take Yui's voice, that'll take some that'll work. We can make that work.
Okay, if I get tired, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Something doesn't feel right. Wow. You're in charge of me. Why?
You've been entered into a different tournament.
Different how?
Allow me to explain about the match. You'll compete for 3 holes via match play. Evens count as a loss.
Seriously? That's so strict.
So yeah, in this game, you have to go and do match play against other people, and you get 3.
Okay.
You get 3 holes, and you have to win. You can't tie. If you tie, which is very common in golf, you lose.
Okay.
So that's why we have save states, because I would probably just lose if I tried to do this straight up, and then we wouldn't see the story.
Gotcha.
I should have mentioned earlier, I'll provide your caddy service. My name is Tomoko Okui.
Hey, wait a minute. Oh my gosh. Nope.
Yui is ushered to the course.
Goodbye. What's with this guy?
Ushi, it's me!
Oh.
Your eternal rival, Mitsuru Hagata!
Aha. I mean,
Yes,
if you want me to do all the random voices and you do Yui, you could be Yui.
I mean, you seem to have an idea of who you want Yui to be.
Okay. Well, I'm getting into my new battle golfer bod. Okay. Excuse me, my name is Yui Mizuhara. I don't know any Hoshi.
No, you're Hoshi. You are, I'm certain of it.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
All right, so we're going to ask him about Ren, because that's what we do with everyone. It's just like, where's Ron? And everyone's like, I don't know who you're talking about.
Do you know anything about Ron Ryuzaki?
Akiko, she's so beautiful, Blush.
That's not what I meant.
That's also a completely different name than what we said.
Yeah, what the crap? Have you heard of Doc Hazard?
With my skills this year, I'll have you witness my victory at Tyson's.
Are you trying to get punched?
So get ready for just a lot of characters talking past each other.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, everyone's off doing their own thing, and they're just like, and then it's just like, okay, you know what? We're just gonna have to golf.
Sounds good to me.
Let's check Hagata.
Who is this guy?
Let's check the course.
Yay, a golf course.
It's clearly a baseball diamond.
Yeah.
It's obviously a baseball diamond.
I see a fairway. It's clearly a golf course.
And also the clothes that he's wearing, like, could this guy be a battle golfer? Jeez, well then what should I do?
Indeed. How about being a good girl and receiving your brain modification?
What the crap? Be a good girl. I knew it. You are a battle golfer.
And now we play.
Be a good girl.
Accursed traitor, go ahead and run away right here, Blackfire.
You will be burned with black flames.
So, Yui is going to go this entire game. By the way, the golf course is a baseball diamond.
Well, okay, so that does make sense, I guess. Whatever.
So yeah, Yui is going to go the better part of the game, insisting that she is not a she's not the Blackfire, but yet will use her catchphrase, "You'll be burned with black flames," at the beginning of every single battle.
Well, she thinks it sounds cool. Everybody thinks I'm Blackfire. I'm not, but whatever.
All right, so we don't have any skills yet.
A very short skirt.
That's also true.
Honestly, if you want to wear that while golfing, go for it. It's your prerogative.
Yeah. That's fine. We landed in the bunker. This thing is like 90% dirt, so
Yeah.
that was gonna happen. So again, I'm gonna show off a little bit of the.
What was that? Oh, he sucks.
I'm gonna show off a little bit of the golf because it's terrible.
Okay.
And the perspective. Sometimes when you do like a really high arcing shot, it actually looks like it goes up behind you because it doesn't really know how to handle perspective.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of this and then we're gonna skip and just do more story because that's why we're all here. The other fun thing is like some of the courses are like, this is a baseball diamond.
Yeah. Okay. You almost got there. Wait,
It's like
that was a good hit. Wow.
it was. It looks like it's going like way up. It gets more like this gets more interesting once you start unlocking like special shots. Mostly because the majority of the special shots are completely useless. But like hilariously useless.
Okay.
You see how that looked like it went up between her feet?
Oh yeah, for sure. Par, but you tied.
All right.
And that means you lose?
That means I lose. All right, so yeah, you do 2 more holes. I'll probably lose. It doesn't matter. We're gonna skip. The baseball diamond is fun. I win.
I win.
I prepared this so that we can get through that.
Yeah.
Splendid Hoshi. Add a girl. He just calls people like other people's names. That's my eternal rival.
That's how it goes. Don't mess with me. Come on,
Clearly.
tell me everything you know.
What is it?
I know you know about Ren. Where is she?
I don't know.
What is this dark hazard?
I don't know.
He's not
You
telling
may notice
anything. Anger.
We've
Ooh.
unlocked a new option.
So
We now
let's
have
use
a
it.
we now have the anger option.
Screw you.
Oh yeah, I guess I have to read this now. So yeah. Ooh, how wonderful.
Huh?
Punish me more, my mistress.
Oh no!
Oh no. Turns out he's a
that is a
perv.
perv.
In that case, tell me everything you know.
He wasn't masochistic. He wasn't masochistic before, but then he lost in golf, and then she got angry, and he was like, "Oh, I feel
mean-
something from this."
Yeah.
So what I hear is losing a round of golf turned you into a perv.
Oh my gosh.
Sadly, this is not the first time this trope will play out in this game.
I believe it is the first time this.
It is the
will not
first
play
time. It
out.
won't be the last
Right.
time.
It won't be the last time. Yeah. All right. So now
We can tease him. Ooh. You want to take a pitch to the back of the head?
Beat me with a metal bat.
Okay.
So now we're gonna ask about things again and get actual
Where's
answers.
Ran?
I really don't know. I'm gonna leave the mistress part off just for
no.
the
Fine, whatever. Just keep going. You don't have to explain. What is Dark Hazard?
Dark Hazard is plotting to conquer the world using battle golfers.
Who's the boss of Dark Hazard?
You're my only boss.
Ugh. One track mind again.
One track mind pervert. Never mind that. Please be careful of your next opponent, Kitako.
Oh, okay. It looks like it's pointless to ask any more questions.
You know, this would be way better if we turned people into dope.
Dealers.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
It would make more sense.
It's
Ooh,
time for
special
special
moves.
moves. We learned the
Okay.
Central League shot and Pacific League shot.
Cool.
It's all right with you. I'll be your practice partner anytime. It's okay since I've already done some awful things to you and am continuing to do so.
Interesting. Existing is
move on.
probably not that cool. Yeah, let's go to Kitako. Hey, Kitako.
The password to see the broadcast so far has been given. Please look forward to continuing Battle Golfer Yui.
I do appreciate that they frame it as like a golf broadcast.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially, like, I think each of these individual bits is supposed to be like an episode of an anime.
Uh-huh.
Well, here's Kitako. If you didn't know that we were in 90s anime mode before, you do now.
Oh, yeah.
Yui arrives at the course where Kitako awaits.
Where in the... This place is creepy.
Welcome, I always mess up the pronunciation on this. Nururi Hyun. That's a yokai. She thinks Yui's a yokai.
That sounds about right. Are you Miss Kitako?
Silence, you're a yokai, which means that you already know. This is a different character. It's the little stick figure thing in her hair.
An actual yokai?
An
Probably.
actual yokai there. Hey, Kitako!
It is really good hair, though. That's true.
Be careful.
So what I'm hearing is this is Becky with the good hair.
She's got the good hair. And
So
a
it
thing
must be
lives in
Becky.
it. It's her mother, I guess. Or
Gross.
something that she calls mother.
You should not keep your mother in your hair, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and say that, professionally speaking.
I think that's fair. I don't think you'll get much argument with that.
Do you know a girl called Ren Ryuzaki?
What business do you have with Dog Girl?
Oh, no. Ran is an onomatopoeia in Japanese for barking, so that makes sense. Ah, dog girl. Yeah, dogs go, run, run.
One.
Yeah, well. Who's the boss of Dark Hazard?
It's you, isn't it?
I'm telling you, you've got it wrong.
Check the
somebody is
cord.
saying they thought it was Juan. It's probably a joke off of that, is what I'm guessing. Ew,
Yeah,
it's a graveyard.
But also a golf course, which seems disrespectful.
I wonder how I can make her understand. Jeez, how can I make you believe I'm not this thing?
I'm just saying, yokai.
Whatever. Yokai, ghosty boy,
Silence.
ghosty girl.
You still intend to feign ignorance?
True that. She firmly believes I'm some ghost. Ew! Yeah, fine.
There we go. I found
Kitako,
it.
play a match against me, then you'll find out the truth.
All right, just what I was hoping for.
Hey, Kitako, don't let you goddamn.
So Kitako's mother is smoked like 4 packs a day her whole life.
Yeah.
I mean-
I don't know if I'm a real mother. I probably am, but
Have you seen Kitako's mother?
That's just why I'm asking, because I know I haven't.
I mean, I think this is your body on smoking. Evil will be destroyed at all costs.
you'll be burned with black flames.
So yes,
I
now
don't think she will be. Oh, look, it's in a ghosty shape. I like
Yeah.
this golf course.
it's a graveyard in the shape of a ghost, and so again, not gonna actually do the golfing because the golfing is actually bad. But we will look to see what the Central League shots and Pacific League shots are, because
feel
they're
like-
just
yeah.
hilariously useless.
I feel like if you bury somebody at the golf course in the shape of a ghost, you're asking to be haunted, like, for the rest of your life.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
So you'll notice you go into skills. When you level up, you get more SP, which means SP you can use more skills. So we have 10 total. Each of these take 2. It gives you a little icon up next to the go to show you what generally the shot is going to do. So it's basically a right banking shot and a left banking shot. And it's like, oh, cool. I can give it like a little bit of curve to like, if I'm stuck behind a tree or an obstacle or something, I can do sort of like a bendy shot. So it's got like a little curve to it. That's what I thought playing the game. And then I was like, let's try this. Let's take a shot. And there it goes.
What? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say that nope.
Yeah, so we don't use those shots. And in case you're wondering, the Pacific League shot is...
You have to, like, go extremely far to the right.
I mean, you would have to basically do it like this, right?
Yeah, do it.
But even then, it bangs so hard, you have to basically hit at a 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
So it's a completely useless, like, I guess if you're like right in front of something and you need to shoot around it, it might be useful, but like, why would you do it this way?
It literally is a right angle. Wow. Yeah, people are saying that arrow is not an exaggeration. No,
it is. It actually banks in that exact shape. Like,
that's
a complete
horrifying.
right angle.
I don't know what you're talking about, right? We clearly completed this.
We sure did.
I win.
We sure did. It's over now. I win. The course is like, once you get a feel for the actual golfing, like, it's still bad, but it's workable. But again, that's not why I submitted it. I submitted it for this nonsense.
You submitted it to make us play the story.
Yes.
Play the actual game.
Correct. Yes. The game is by far the least interesting part of this. It can't be to think I might lose.
Kitako. I want a taco, Kitako. I'm hungry.
I thought you were more about burritos.
Well, I'm her mother. Shut up.
That's okay.
Where's Ron?
I'd never tell someone like you.
Who's the boss of Dark Hazard?
Like I care.
You know, Kitako, how come you assume that I'm a ghosty?
I have proof right here, she says, not producing any proof.
Okay, good job. How exactly? Think. How exactly? Aha!
We have unlocked anger.
Yay,
yes! Let's use it! Give me a break. In that case, let's see your evidence.
What did you say?
Wait, Kitako. Something's not right. Your ghost radar isn't responding at all.
So we couldn't have looked at the ghost radar like 15 minutes ago before playing 3 rounds of golf?
You don't spoil that you have ghost radar to the ghost because then they'll trick you. Supposing this girl were a Nirion. Yeah, there should be something on the radar.
Gasp. Now that you mention it. So then you aren't a yokai ghosty?
I told you my name is Yui Mizuhara. I've been saying you've had it wrong all this time.
Oh, sorry.
I told you.
Yeah,
wrong.
It's gonna happen a couple times because I don't remember the exact order to run through the everything.
That's fine. Besides,
what's up with your hair?
What exactly is this evidence of yours?
This letter, it was delivered to my netherworld mail, which is just a thing that I have.
My netherworld mailbox, yeah. Would you let me see it for a sec? Yeah.
Yui receives the letter. We now have items. We're going to use the letter that we've received. You read the letter.
Allow me to get right to the point, Kitako. A yokai ghost that has taken the form of a girl is building an organization called Dark Hazard and doing terrible things. They've captured my father as well. I'm begging you, please save him. What the heck is this? Oh my gosh. You've got to believe me, Kitako. I'm not a Nurihion.
So, then what's the meaning of this letter?
Wait, let me see that letter one more time.
This is peak 90s anime frustration where it's like, just listen to each other for 2 seconds and the problem is solved, please.
I mean, this mother in her hair is actually solving a lot of problems right now.
It's true.
Here's the thing. It's peak 90s anime, right? We're going to take over the world by golf.
Yes. At no point will we ever be explained how battle golfers are going to actually accomplish this. It's just said, and then it's like, well, yeah, of course. The Madama reads the letter.
Yoka, huh? Hey, Kentako, is this awful handwriting Otterman's by any chance?
Now that you mention it, damn him, he tricked me again. I'm sorry, Yui, it looks like I made a mistake.
Dang it, Otterman. It's okay, as long as you understand. So about this Otterman, I bet he was paid off by those Dark Hazard guys.
You're probably right. He recently came into a lot of money. He's in Hawaii as we speak.
Oh,
All right,
well, of
let's go.
course. So you finally believe me now, right?
I'm sorry I ever doubted you. And, okay. So now we ask? There
My
we go,
friend
yes.
Ren is being held captive by that organization. Do you know anything about that?
Sorry, I don't know.
Wow.
We have an equal amount of answers.
Well then, do you know anything about Dark Hazard?
Sorry, I don't know about that either.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Blah, blah, blah.
I see. So you don't know anything.
I'm sorry, Yui. On top of having doubted you, I'm not able to be of any help. I know, I can at least teach you my special moves.
Oh yeah!
We learned the skills Kamaitachi and Spinning Panel. Oh, that's
okay.
right, a weird guy called Wonderman Dibbit has been caught drifting around. Be careful.
Oh, Wonderman
Now-
Dibbit.
Is he drifting around like...
Like a drifter.
Yeah, like
So we're running in the 90s.
yeah.
No, like, well, you'll see. You know what? I'll wait until we see him.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. I'll be careful.
If anything happens, drop a letter in the Netherworld mail, okay? Because that's totally a thing you can do.
Apparently.
We're gonna go to Wonderman Dibbit, to the course where he waits. Please look forward to continuing Battle Golf for Yui. That's him.
Oh. I like this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
We've
good
arrived
though.
at the course where Dibbit awaits. The red setting sun burns brightly. I think that's supposed to be a haiku, and they just didn't bother to make it the right number of syllables in English.
That's fine.
Probably.
Yeah.
Dibbit is here! Dibbit the Wonderman! Also known as the Wandering Hero! Wonderman! Dibbit!
Okay.
Can
He
I
sure
just punch
is.
him now and be done with it? Like, he just has
Yeah.
a very punchable
You're
face.
Dibbit, right?
Yui Mizuhara!
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
then we
Dibbit,
did that
right?
already.
Yeah. You know, Ron, don't you tell me.
You know a man named Asuka Jiro, right?
Not Jiro. Huh?
You're the one who killed Asuka!
Dang it. Oh, what are you talking about? I don't know anything about that.
It's a lie!
What? This person is scary.
Again, like, you ask a question, a completely different response comes out. And
Hazuka.
we will never meet or be introduced to any of the characters that they're talking about.
Who's the boss of Dark Hazard?
Yui Mizuhara, judging from
Uh-oh.
appearances, I'd say you're Japan's second best golfer.
Oh, yeah? Who's the best then?
Hee hee, chit chit chit. It is Oreda.
Ah, jeez. Now I'm getting angry.
We'll check the course.
Anyhow, it's a decent course.
Yeah, it's a decent course.
He's like, I like the grass. That's cool.
Yeah, this grass is good.
Grass is good. I'm sick of it. It's nothing but guys like this. True. His strange appearance leaves no doubt. This guy is a battle golfer.
Yup. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about that.
I think I agree. Yeah.
What else could he possibly be?
You're one of Dark Hazard's battle golfers, aren't you?
Out. I'll send you to hell within 5 minutes.
Well, that's okay. We know about Netherworld mail. 5 minutes, huh? You don't say.
That's because this power suit only holds out for 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. How stupid. Who goes and blabs about their own weakness?
He ain't done it.
This guy's
I'll
an
show you the
idiot.
best golf technique in all of Japan.
You'll be burned with black flames.
Maybe literally this time, actually. This one's a guitar.
Ooh, guitar.
This golf course is a guitar.
I mean, I dig it. Okay, what
know
are the
that-
new skills we have?
All right, so we got Kamaitachi, which is basically just like makes your ball go further.
All right.
And
Then.
we have
Okay.
Spinning Panel, which is, if you actually go through and play this game, once you learn what it does, is the only skill you will use for the rest of the game. Because what Spinning Panel does is your ball hits the ground and then spins. Well, that's fine. I hit one of the landmines.
Of course, there are landmines. Okay, it hits the ground and then spins.
It spins specifically and directly in the direction of the pin.
Ooh, that's really nice.
Well, you just got host, so let's load the next stage.
Correct. Yeah, and sometimes they just do that, so that's why I'm like, yeah, okay, we're just not gonna do those. That's fine.
How about that, mister? Turns out I'm the one who's the best. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally didn't lose that. It's fine.
We did.
It would appear so.
Now tell me everything you know.
Whatever are you talking about?
I'll ask you once more. Where is Ron?
Fine, I'll tell you. They say she's that caddy right behind you. By the way, the girl from the desk has been our caddy this whole time. She's just following us along while we do all of this.
Oh, yeah? Just who is the boss of Dark Hazard?
It's me. Just kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, that's not it.
One way or another, I have to find a clue. Do we get to yell
All
again?
right. Let's check his suit.
Blech! Pompous jerk.
That's his suit. All right, it's gonna take me a minute to find the right combination here.
It's gotta be. There's only one thing left. Right? We didn't check the course.
I guess there's no point in investigating further.
Maybe we think again. There we go.
Pompous times like that get knocked down a peg.
It's easy to find when you found progress because it's like, oh, new dialogue. Okay. Now we praise him.
Oh, well, of course.
This guy is the one we don't get to get angry at.
But taking a closer look at you, you're quite lovely. How do I put it? That red suit?
You've got a pretty good eye to notice my fashion sense. You know, fashion.
Yeah.
All right, I like you. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
That's all it takes? Wow.
That's all it takes, because it turns out Dibbit is an idiot.
Who would have guessed? Now tell me everything you know.
I don't know.
If you're gonna ask.
Gotta ask.
Where is Ron?
I don't know where she is, but it appears she receives special training as the perfect battle golfer.
Oh my gosh. It can't be. That's awful. Who's the boss of Dark Hazard?
It's called Professor G, but
It's
as
the
for his
G-Man.
real name,
Gordon, not a clue.
Yep,
That's
we're going
right.
after the G-Man.
the G-Man, yep.
The G-Man. Up his jerk. Think about it won't get me anything. Do you know anything else?
Other than that, I guess I know that you have beautiful eyes.
Just punch him.
Mwah, mwah. Turns out Dibbit's a happy loser.
It's so true, though. This is like perfect good faces pop material as well. Why,
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you. I'll just be going now.
Hold on, I'll help you out and teach you my special move.
Yes. The D marionette. Yeah. Of course, the D marionette.
There was a strange groan from the reading room at the back of the clubhouse.
Groan?
Now it would not be wise for me to get involved in that.
I see. Thank you.
Come anytime if you need something. Well, I guess
Okay.
we'll go to the reading room.
Reading room.
No, D-Marionette is actually really, really good because it lets you just actively move the ball wherever you want while it's in the air.
Are you serious?
Like, I think you can move it like left and right.
Okay,
So, like,
okay.
But it's really fast and impossible to control.
It's good, but impossible. Okay, so that's TAS only.
Yeah,
This
that's
is the
cash.
reading room Dibbit mentioned.
We're gonna check the shelves. The
It's
shelves are
locked. There isn't anything in particular.
Wall.
It's an ordinary wall. Well, what should we do?
Ask it.
Definite groans can be heard.
Definite groans. Firm belief.
Definite.
I think we have to exhaust this.
Yeah. I
There we
gotta
go.
do something about the lock.
So we're gonna move and we're gonna go outside.
It's no use. I'll go outside for a sec.
Ah! Allow me to introduce myself, Blackfire.
Who,
It's true. I am you. You are me.
We are all together. Yeah, What are you?
I already told you. I'm Yui. In other words, you.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's the proper reaction. That's correct. Yes.
Where is Ron?
Lord G knows.
Again, this Professor G. Who is Professor G?
Who knows?
Our faces may be similar, but your personality is way worse. What are those moans coming from the reading room?
How indecent. You have curious interests now, don't you? Hey, we don't kink shame here.
What was that? You creep. Ugh. Come on.
Let's check Yui.
B85, W58, H83. Your bust is 5 centimeters larger than mine.
So, I guess battle golfers can just size each other up and care a lot about bust size.
Cool.
I
This
mean,
person is strangely
want 'em-
expressionless. Could it be?
You don't want them getting in the way while you're golfing.
That's true.
You're an android, aren't you?
That's right. I'm your simulation machine, Yui.
Oh no.
In other words, you yourself.
Well, okay. Then this is my course?
All right.
And we
Okay.
incomplete Blackfire. You cannot beat me.
You will be burned with black flames.
So this is just a skeleton in lava.
Look at the skelly butt. I like it.
He does have a nice little skelly butt.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll use D-Marionette once just so you can see how ridiculous it is.
Okay.
Hey, look, we won.
Yeah, hey.
Yay.
All right.
Whoa. That was fast.
We did it.
Yay!
In the end, the imposter couldn't beat the real thing.
I'm not programmed for this kind of situation.
Now then, my dear Yui, please tell me what you know.
I'm not programmed for this.
Oh, you suck. Release Ron.
I'm not programmed for this.
Where is Professor G?
I'm not programmed for this.
Ah! There's some secret about that reading room, isn't there? What's inside?
I'm not programmed for this.
I'm not programmed for this.
I wonder why they made an android of me.
Okay,
No.
so here's the thing, right? If this is an android built by Professor G,
Uh-huh.
Right, and it's bustier than the original.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Perv.
Well, good job.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
the professor's definitely like he. Oh no, I've seen that Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode. Kind of gross.
Here's the thing: the professor had her naked to turn her into a battle golfer.
Yep.
Yeah, this professor is a. Yeah.
Yeah.
Professor's a pervert. Its
I
appearance
mean,
is abnormal.
Listen, what kind of person plots to take over the world with battle golfers? They probably,
Professor G.
we have a new
Punch?
option.
Yes.
We have a new option.
Yeah, punch.
Punch. Damn you, you piece of junk android.
I'm not Shh.
Yeah.
So
oh
she's
no.
You just punched her face off.
We are battle golfers.
Yui punches Yui in the face with a strong right straight.
Yeah. What the?
Inside, you're the same as me. The only difference is whether your brain is flesh or not.
So we're not the same. Okay, cool.
Well, we're the same in that Yui has just learned that her body is cybernetic. She's a cyborg with a human brain.
What we've learned is everybody's a snatcher.
Yes, correct. Yes, correct.
Ron, is Ron the same too?
Of course, she's the perfect battle golfer.
Yeah. Professor G, why did he make the battle golfers?
I am not programmed.
Yeah, whatever. Tell me the reading room secret.
I am not programmed.
Okay.
We're gonna.
I don't want this damn course.
Let's think.
No, I'm not a monster. Monster. What the? Okay.
Yeah. Da.
Ron. Yeah, we already did
We've
that
seen
one.
most of this.
Okay.
I gotta find the right. There we go. Check the ground. That's what I need.
Yeah. His face parts out and hairband have fallen. Okay,
All right,
so let's take her face parts.
We're gonna take the F parts.
No, you can't abbreviate it like that.
Yeah, we take the face parts.
Okay.
And we take the hairband.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna...
That's not me. I'm not you.
Self-destruct program set. Data deletion.
Eek!
And Yui vanishes without a trace. Yui is successful in escaping by the skin of her teeth, but her leads are now cut off.
Dang. There's no one to ask. There's nothing to investigate. I'll try going back to the reading room once more. Yeah, where should we go? Our room.
So now, having defeated Yui's android clone and finding out that Yui is also an android but controlled by a human brain, and then punching her face off and taking the F parts.
We took the fart parts. Yes.
We took the fart parts.
Yeah. I wonder if
We're gonna
there's anything
wonder-
usable among my current possessions.
We're gonna check our items. We're gonna use the face parts.
Time to use the F parts. Okay.
Yui tries putting on Yui's face parts, but nothing happens.
I
But
wouldn't want to do that.
Just,
Thumbs down.
just imagine this scene where she's just like smashing them all over her face.
It's no use.
So we'll put on the hairband.
Okay. Huh? What the? Eek!
Information pours into Yui's head with terrific force. Yui learns the Aqua Hopper and Psycho Holder skills.
Oh, of course.
Aqua Hopper lets you skip over water, and Psycho Holder lets you basically your ball doesn't bounce; it just lands and stops wherever it lands after the first bounce. I'm telling you that because we probably won't actually see any of it.
There's one differently colored book. I have to see everyone once more.
So that's just determined. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back and we're going to talk to every individual person because they're trying to stretch the game's runtime.
Yeah,
and we have to beat them in a one-hole course. Like, you basically, it's like, oh, let's do a one-hole playoff, but you have to win. So, hey, you came back.
Hey, Hagata, do you have a key?
How standoffish calling me Higata.
Yeah, give me the key. It's no use to keep asking.
We're gonna ask about the key.
Where's the key to the reading room's bookshelves?
Would you please play a hole with me first?
Fine, whatever.
Yes. Yes, we will. It's done.
I win again.
It's just the baseball course again, so done.
Yeah. Well, now, about that key.
Here you go. This is it.
Yes. The key of zeal.
I don't know why it's the key of zeal. We don't go to Chrono Trigger at any point.
I love that, like, I have no idea where we've been traveling, but there's a reading room at the 3rd golf course.
Yep. Sure. It's a clubhouse thing, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you want to compete against me again, please come anytime. We're gonna move.
We won't. Reading room time. Now the mystery should be unraveled.
We're gonna use the Zeal key. It opens the bookshelves.
Just now, I'm...
So she's got a very different face right now than usual. I don't know why she became that.
Being overwhelmed with emotion, my tears. They won't stop. What am I saying?
Those who use the key of zeal are afflicted with a curse of deep emotions. And that's all the information we're going to get about that.
Well, cool.
That's just a scene that happened.
That just happens. Okay.
Yep.
Just animate things.
Let's check the book.
I'm sure of it. There's got to be some secret to this book. You know,
we pick up the differently colored books, and then there's that door there.
Well, okay, so we're not going to read the book. Okay, I see. So this is how it is. What a very enlightening sentence right there. So what should I do?
I mean, open the...
Hasn't changed from earlier. Turns out there's a door and a panel on the wall behind the bookshelves.
We have to check the wall to see that there's clearly a door there on the wall. Yeah. And then we can check the door in the panel.
It's no use. It doesn't seem to open. The numbers 1 through 9 whips and T. What's up with that?
Right. So...
Perhaps the panel has a clue to opening the door? It's no use. I'll have to go gather information from everyone again.
So we'll go back to Kitako.
Yeah.
Hey, Yui, what is it this time?
Kitaka, to tell you the truth, there's something I want you to tell me. To tell you the truth, tell me.
If it's within my power, you may ask me anything.
Okay. It's about a panel with the switches 1 through 9, whips, and T on it. Do you know anything about it?
1 through 9, whips, and T. I see. Hey, Yui, will you play against me once more? If you win, I'll tell you. Yes.
Fine.
We'll do a rematch.
Do we win?
Hey, we won!
Nice
job, Yui!
A promise is a promise. Tell me about the panel.
It's a deal. By the way, Yui, I'd like to ask you a question. Can you recite the names of all the clubs? By the way, if you don't know the names of the classic names of like golf clubs, this is hilarious. Obviously.
I am a golfer after all.
So then try saying them all in order.
Whips. Keys to start with. It's 1W, the driver. 2W is the brassy. 3W is the spoon. 4W is the baffy. 5W is the cleek. 1 to 3 are long irons. 4 through 6 are middle irons. 7 through 9 are short irons. PW is the pitching wedge. SW is the sand wedge. PT is the putter.
Apparently, you seem to understand.
Thank you, Kitako. But now I know something about the numbers and letters on the panel. But what should I input?
I don't know. Perhaps if you ask someone else. We'll ask Wonderman Dibbit.
Dibbit.
Yes!
Dibbit
the idiot.
So what you're supposed to learn there is that the inputs are asking for the names of clubs.
That makes sense, yeah. Like, I got that. I got that connection there.
Yeah. What is it this time, young lady?
There's something I'd like you to tell me.
In that case, allow me to instruct you in my gentle love technique.
No, not that perv.
Turns out David is a lech.
I like all this, it turns out. It's so good. Do you know anything of panel with switches for the numbers 1 through 9? And the letters WIPST?
1 through 9 and WIPST. I shall tell you, however, only with conditions.
Huh?
What conditions? Can you guess what the condition is?
He wants you
Probably
to
to play golf. I probably gotta beat you.
1, that you become my girlfriend.
Okay. Huh? Absolutely not.
Or if that won't do, you must win in a match against me. Which one will you choose?
Date him, date him.
To date him? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll date him.
Excuse me, you there choosing the commands, yes you. Even if you're fine with it, I shall absolutely not become this perv's girl. Friend. Got it?
All right.
Date him,
Yui
date him.
Hit it again.
Yui reaches through the 4th wall and throttles you and says no.
I love it.
No, we're not doing it.
Does she change her mind if we hit it again?
No.
Nope. I love that. All right, I'll play you around.
Quick
Fine.
one-hole match.
In exchange, if you win, you'll tell me about the panel.
Of course, I hate lies, you know.
Right.
We decide
win?
to play.
Do we
and
win?
And we win!
I win.
That way.
Come on now, a promise is a promise. Tell me about the panel. There.
Sorry. Actually, I don't know anything about any panel.
Wow. What did you say? You tricked me.
Now, hold on. I don't know whether or not it will be helpful, but I'll tell you how to conquer my new course. To start with, whack a driver shot.
Okay,
Next, progress to a nice position at the edge of the green with a 3-iron.
driver.
From there, chip in using a sand wedge in one fell swoop. To me, a putter is unnecessary.
What the heck is that? What I want to know is...
However, that guy told me, but what would you do if you were Professor G?
I'd probably suck. Huh? Professor G?
In other words, it's like that.
Oh, in other words, it's like that. Thank you, Dibbit.
If you want to be my girlfriend, please come anytime. I'll be waiting.
I'll take a rain check. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I didn't hear you. I can't stand rejection.
Okay, let's just go back to the reading room, please.
Let's do back to the reading room. Now the door should be open.
Yeah. Gotta input the keyword.
Oh God, do I have to? Oh, I forget how to.
The keyword.
Oh yeah,
we have names.
We have to think about it first.
Enter it like I heard from Dibbit. Then all that's left is... I got really weak.
Operate.
But I can still hear it. Okay. So
Oh, it got really weak.
1W, 3ISW.
Perfect. I did it! In here should be the key to solving all the mysteries. Including this guy.
So this is the guy with the gun in the opening.
Oh, yeah.
Reynolds.
He didn't succeed in saving Ron.
Are you okay? Hang in there. You're the one who rescued me, aren't you? Just who are you?
It's you. Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
yeah. To start with, I have to question this person. Yeah.
I think we have to ask man about man.
Who in the world are you?
I am Dr. T.
Oh,
I'm
dang
the
it.
chemist who modified you and Ron.
Why did they get a chemist and not a robotics dude? Anyhow, I have to listen. It's the person who released me.
I forget how to get through this, so this might take a minute.
Who in the world are
Dr.
you?
T. I'm questioning the person. Okay.
Are you okay? Hang in there. You're the one who rescued me, aren't you? Just who are you?
He's Dr. T, the chemist.
Yeah. It's you. We'll get there.
Just
We're questioning, we're thinking, check the room.
This is the room where I was modified. Why did you do such an awful thing?
I had no choice.
Right.
Oh, damn it. I get really lost on this one. We'll get there.
It's weird. Ron, what happened to her?
I'm sorry, I wasn't able to rescue her.
Please tell me, who is Professor G?
He's my older brother!
Dun, dun, dun!
What? So? Tell me what you know. I should have a right to know.
Very well. I'll reveal everything. Everything about my brother G. So...
Doctor told me all about...
Yeah, Dark Hazard and the Battle Golfers.
Oh.
My brother... My brother and I researched cybernetics in Massachusetts. I'm gonna assume
Massachusetts.
I'm gonna assume MIT, but that's not what it says. They could just been hanging out in Boston.
They're in the Berkshires.
Yeah.
They
Finally,
attended the lectures without paying.
Yes. Just auditing. Yeah. Finally, we perfected our theory. In order to prove our research theory, my research proposed offering his own body. I objected, of course. However, my brothers... No, we couldn't overcome our curiosity as chemists. My brother's modification operation was successful. However, there was a serious flaw in our research theory. All power exceeded that of a human being. From that moment on, my brother was changed. He modified people according to his own whims. He began introducing himself as Professor G and founded Dark Hazard. But it's not possible to turn just anyone into a battle golfer. A human being able to conform to a cyber body is necessary. It turns out you and Ron are among those. I planned to stop him one way or another. However, it was already too late. Please, Yui, please destroy Professor G and Dark Hazard. I know you can. No, there's no one else who can. When Flame and Thunderbolt unite.
That's far enough. Uh-oh.
You may notice...
Battle golfer?
You may notice there's, he looks a bit different now.
That's either a snowball or a big zit.
It could be a different type of... It could be a different type of ball.
It's a golf ball! Dr. T! Oh my gosh, here we go!
Without context. Were you not my little brother, I'd have killed you long ago. Damn you, you accursed traitor! Yui, meet me outside, I shall test your strength.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Yui and G go outside.
Yeah. You care nothing of other people, Professor G. I'll never forgive you.
Other people? What about them? I could say beyond a doubt that we battle golfers are the ultimate humans.
You know, so far, nowhere in this game, we've been playing for most of an hour, nowhere in this game has it explained how he's going to take over the world with battle golfers.
Keep saying! The plan is never actually explained.
I mean,
Ultimate
he
humans,
literally
shut up.
just killed somebody with. Dear God.
It was a pretty good shot. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
It was.
Like
Yeah, which
Between
move
the
would you
eyeballs,
use? The
dead.
mannequin? Probably the mannequin.
in a lot of these types of stories, like you shoot someone, but that's not for battle golfers.
Ran, give me back Ran!
For Blackfire, you will be united later after completing your brain modification.
Oh no, not brain modification. What are you up to with these battle golfers?
Utopia! To create a true utopia with the ultimate humans under my rule.
You're mad!
You still haven't explained how that's actually going to happen.
For this guy alone. I shall absolutely defeat this guy. In a round of golf. You cared nothing of other people, Professor G. I'll never forgive you.
Where are we at? Let's
Check
ask
yourself before
ourselves.
you rep. Yeah. Why? Why was it I chosen to be a battle golfer?
The two of you are the ultimate raw materials for battle golfers.
Okay, true.
Sure.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
thing. Shall absolutely defeat this guy.
Check the course. I mean,
I shall play any course.
Ask about the tourney.
What are you trying to accomplish with this tournament?
It is all for the sake of your personal growth.
Ooh, my growth? What do you mean?
Ron's perfect training is already complete. Therefore, it is necessary to have you train as well.
Why?
Literally why. If you want to know, then fight me.
Aha.
Blackfire, one born of Dark Hazard, returns to Dark Hazard.
You will be burned with black flames.
did
And we
win?
won.
Yay, I win.
I'm
Now
not-
join me, Ron.
I am not watching the time at all. We probably have about 10 minutes left of this, so I
About
don't know.
3 minutes
You know what?
left on the time.
Let's go for it. I need to know what the.
All right, splendid Blackfire.
Now, Dark Hazard is finished too.
I wonder about that. Yeah, I did that again, sorry.
Give Ron back.
Do you think Ron... No. Do you think Shadow Thunder wishes that?
What did you say? What do you mean?
For long, you'll... Gah!
Oh, of course.
Let's check the body.
Does he look strange?
No, you aren't planning to self-destruct the way Yui did, are you? I mean, less self-destruct, more I punched her. What the?
Apparently my time has come.
What do you mean your time has come?
Even a battle golfer is not immortal. A cyber body does not age, however, the living brain reaches its lifespan. To top
Yeah.
it off, the pace is much faster than that of a normal human.
That's fair.
So, actually, battle golfers... That seems like a very serious design flaw.
I mean, if you only need to fight for like 5 years, then that's probably fine. What do you mean your time has come? Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
blah blah blah.
What happens when it reaches its lifespan?
The cyber body has been controlled via the brain's commands. Therefore, when the brain reaches its lifespan, the cyber body, running out of control, is destroyed from the inside out.
You gonna explode? This can't be. That's absurd. What? Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
pretty absurd. Yeah.
it's absurd. This is dumb. You're stupid. Why must Ren and I be the perfect battle golfers?
You two will fight, and the winner will succeed me as ruler of Dark Hazard.
No, Ren and I fight.
Whether you like it or not, that's how it is. Okui! No, Shadow Thunder, now is the time. Undo the transformation. And then fight Blackfire. Hey, look, it's the caddy.
Who would have guessed?
She's been here the whole time.
So the one guy
No.
was right.
The one guy, like, he was like, oh, he's that girl behind you. Like, super true.
No way. Okui is Ron.
Blackfire, fight me, and I shall defeat you. Also, her design.
I
That's
like
her
that
design.
design. Okay,
I
that's
actually
better.
think she looks super cool.
Yeah, that suit is awesome. Okay. Ran. You're Ran, aren't you?
Blackfire, come to my status course. I don't know what that means.
Ooh.
There, I'll eat you alive.
Wait. Ran.
She left.
Ran.
Now everything is going the way I planned. Now fight! Fight!
Oh no!
I love that a skeleton still has a mustache.
I know!
I mean, it is his cyborg body. Like, only the brain was real. We'll end up like this too? Ugh. Huh, there's something inside the pocket.
There's something inside the pocket.
Oh, I want
Let's
the
check
pocket. Yeah. There's a creepy flute inside the pocket.
Duh, we take it. It's a creepy flute. Why wouldn't you want this?
You want the flute?
This is...
There's no answer. It's just pile of junk.
Yeah.
No one hear me speak?
Yeah. We go to Rand's place, but where's Rand's status course? Weird.
Use the flute. Use the creepy flute.
It's not available. We have to use the hairband again because lights fly around in our head. We learned Blackfire and the location of Ren's status course for reasons.
That's convenient. Yes. We're going a little bit over time, everybody. Apologies, but I need to know what happens.
I have to know that.
This is the last. This is the ending. This is the last bit.
All right.
Welcome, Blackfire. It's you or me. It's the fate of one of us to succeed the ruler of Dark Hazard. That fate is inescapable.
Ran, it's me. It's you. Don't you know me, huh?
I am Shadow Thunder. I don't know any Ran.
Why were you disguised as a caddy?
It was in order to help you to grow. Additionally, and in order to collect and analyze your data.
Oh, okay. She's completely lost her past. Rand's status course, I'm sure there will be something there.
I don't know what a status course is.
Well,
Nobody else does either.
there's something there. Rand, please remember me and remember yourself.
Human beings are foolish. Where memories exist, there is necessarily suffering. I am the ultimate human, the perfect battle golfer. I am far and away a superior existence. For, the next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, okay.
And then apparently I just explode.
Professor G's gone, so why must we fight for Dark Hazard?
It is because Lord G is gone that a new ruler is necessary. Otherwise, Dark Hazard will be no more.
Well, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, we're... Gotta run through these.
Yeah.
A lot...
It's just... Like, this happened a lot. If Dark Hazard did no more than good, it should be destroyed.
Those are dangerous thoughts. You mustn't succeed Dark Hazard after all. Come on, fight me, Blackfire.
Seems it doesn't matter what I say. Fine, come on. Come at me, Ran.
You'll be pierced with a thunderbolt of shadow.
You'll be burned with black flames.
Yeah, we need to see what the black flame stuff does.
Okay, we can do that. It's not as exciting as it sounds.
I'm sure it's not. And why are we?
Wait, back to the baseball diamond course? This is obviously the status
Rand's
course.
status course is just all of the other. It's just a long. It's just a long course that's all of the other courses at once.
Ooh, okay.
Most of the time you do 3. So yeah, it's Blackfire.
Right into the bunker.
Yep, that's what it does.
What?
I don't know. I think it goes a little bit farther. And, I think it maybe skips on water or some things. I don't know. You know what? Yeah, it doesn't matter. We won.
Did we win? We won.
Silverbond, this is the end.
This is fate. From this day forth, you are the next ruler. Rule our Dark Hazard.
I shall not. I absolutely refuse to rule anything.
You cannot do that. You cannot deny your fate.
Ran, what will you do?
The bidding of the ruler.
She'll not return to the way she was. I tell ya. One way or another, I have to restore Ren's memory.
So punch her.
And there's something we gotta do that reveals a secondary option that you have to do in a certain order, and I gotta find it. There we go. Something
you
I
had
do
to
with my
think a
current
couple
possessions.
times. Okay. Use what?
You know,
F parts.
We
No,
could use the F parts. Nothing happens. Nothing ever happens. You pick them up for literally no reason.
Okay. Dang it! I wanted to use the
They
F
never
parts.
do anything.
you gotta use the glutes.
We gotta use the flute.
Blow or break.
Or do we blow
my
the
God.
flute, or do we break the flute?
I mean, the good ending is probably breaking the flute, because that's got to be the control thing.
Is it really okay to blow it? Doesn't even
No,
let you blow it.
You have to choose both options twice before it actually lets you do one. Because it's like, I guess it's trying to be like you're going back and forth. Like, I wonder what will happen. I wonder what will happen. So, we'll blow the flute.
I cannot hesitate any longer. There's nothing left but to blow it. Okay.
Yui blows G's flute.
She sure does. Okay.
Professor G's voice resounds in her head. One born of Dark Hazard returns to Dark Hazard.
Ah! My head is splitting in two. Ow.
Professor G's flute resonates with Yui's hairband. After a violent shock, Yui awakes reborn as Dark Hazard's new ruler, Blackfire, and the world is enveloped in darkness.
What? That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the bad ending.
Blah,
We'll skip
blah,
over
blah.
this and we'll do the other thing.
That's so good.
So anytime you lose a match, like, whoops, use the face parts.
That's fine.
Anytime you lose a match, you get a similarly like unceremonious game over where it's just like, and then Yui became Blackfire and ruled over the world with a you know, a fist of steel. The end. The
That
world
sounds
was
good.
enveloped in darkness. And it's like, I
Yay.
don't see how we got there from losing a match of golf, but okay.
Well,
Sure,
you
why
never
not?
figured out the code to the door thingy. There's nothing left but to break it.
Yui breaks the flute. And now Ran's helmet is gone. Ran's whole body trembles fiercely and she collapses.
Ran, hang in there, Ran.
Where am I? Yui, it's Yui!
Thank goodness, Ran. It me. Are you okay, Ran? Can you stand?
Yes, I'm okay. Never mind that. What have I...
I'll explain later. Come on, Ran. Give me your hand.
Give me your hand!
Hang on.
Give me your hand. Okay, thank you, Yui. It happens in a flash.
What?
Could anyone have been able to predict it? This undoubtedly demonstrates Dr. T's words when Flame and Thunderbolt unite. In order to lay Dark Hazard to rest, Dr. T covertly placed a bomb within the organization's underground atomic reactor. Furthermore, the bomb switch incorporates Yui and Ron's bodies. Flame, in short, Yui, and Thunderbolt, Ron, are now joined. All has come to an end.
Wow.
Along with many sacrifices.
Is this the good ending?
This is the ending. Special news bulletin. Today at approximately 2:30 p.m., there was a large explosion of unknown causes, apparently accompanied by countless casualties, at a match play tournament that was being held at Gill Country Club.
Of
The cause
course.
of the explosion has still not been determined. Numbers of deceased are approximately
Holy
20,000, while
crap.
numbers of wounded.
We did it! Yay!
So we just nuked a golf course.
We just nuked a golf course.
Thank you,
The
Kim Chen,
end.
68,000.
Good ending. Now, what's happening here is unclear. Like, are they like, did they die in the explosion? Are they like sort of symbolically ascending to heaven? Are they just on like an elevator at the mall? Is it a Ferris wheel? I don't know. That's the ending. That's what you get.
This is the final moments of their brains, calculating what happens if they don't explode.
Right, yeah. I don't, like, you hold hands, and then a nuke goes off, and then 20,000 people die, and the organization is gone the end. Thank you for...
Let's be honest, this sounds like a Jonathan Blow ending.
He would love this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we should send it to him, see what he thinks. But that said...
That's Paddle Golf for Yui, minus the golfer.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that I actually approve of having a silly-sounding game with an absolute... Thank you, Catherine, for programming this. For having an ending that is absolutely not what you would expect. However, isn't this a kid's game?
I have no idea. I mean, in the sense that it was for the Genesis in the 90s, I suppose, like, probably?
Kentakun. No!
No!
No, Kentakun, why? Thought so, Maru-chan. What are these credits? Thank you so much, whoever translated this, because none of this is correct, probably. I don't know. Hey, Lar.
So yeah, for some reason, we never got this in the US during the 90s, but
I wonder why.
I can't imagine why this wouldn't have taken off, especially since the golfing is actually really bad to play. But Finn, that's literally, if you thought... Wait, hold on. Wait.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey. What is it?
I don't know. Sega.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I actually really love this.
You think they're gonna give you some like sappy like epilogue thing where they tell you what happens? It's like, no, you get nothing.
Good day,
That'll
sir.
go for you.
Oh well, I think that I had a really good time with this.
I'm glad. I really love this weird game.
What the crap? Well, everybody, this has been... What's your last name? The TimeWanderer. Okay, TimeWanderer showing off. Whatever. Time. Hey, thank you so much for your game, Time.
You could just say Time. Yeah, Timerer.
Hey, Time. Thank you so much. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
I'm always streaming like a couple times a week over at twitch.tv/TimeWanderer, not Timerer. That probably won't get you anything. I've been playing Wings of V lately, which is a sort of it's a game programmed by the guy who made I Want to Be the Boshi, but it's like a real, just like non-fan game, but it's equally difficult, just not as unfair. I've been having a lot of fun with that.
Good,
I'm gonna play Yakuza when it comes out in February.
Yeah, Yakuza, good choice. All right, well, we'll go ahead and let you go, and we'll get ready for the last game of the night. Thank you so much, Timer.
Thanks for letting me go overtime.
Sure thing. Take care, friend.
Bye, all.
Bye. Corndan, I'm gonna run a quick ad because I gotta run to the restroom. We'll be right back with our final game of the night in about a minute. Hello, everybody. I'm back. And tonight we have Don't Make Us Bored. I'm going to go ahead and talk with Tymestalker and Corndan and start getting stuff set up. So let's hop on over there. Woo! Or, you know, just have Discord crash. That's also fine. Hey, Discord. Discord.
Hey,
Discord.
Brossentia.
Hello. Yeah, Discord was like, hey, let's crash real quick. Let's go ahead and do that. You there?
I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. Weird things are happening on my layout and it's not showing right. Well, maybe if I turn that. I don't know. Okay, there, it's working. Woo!
Yeah, I paused it so that you could get an easy capture.
Yeah, no worries. Just give me a few minutes. How are you doing? What's going on?
Doing okay. Had a good time on Arcade Pit on Sunday, so that was fun. I got to play against Liz.
Ooh, okay.
So it was Polka and I versus Liz and Kate. And
Yeah.
We kind of did it team names going with each other because Liz's team was We Steal Doors and our team name was There's Always More Doors.
There's always more doors. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you.
But you never walk into more doors.
No.
I did. I beat Alien 2,
Yeah, and
okay?
look
I
what
walked
happened,
into
you fell
all... I fell.
A lot.
That game was hilarious. I didn't expect the final troll of the game to actually be a door. Like, that shocked me. Absolutely not what I could have ever expected in like 100,000 years. JK, I probably could have expected it at some time, but still. Okay,
Yeah,
let me go ahead. I am almost with it captured. We don't have you up quite yet just because I'm a little bit behind and just trying
That's
to
all
get
right.
everything together, including my life. Everybody, if you also want to play on Don't Make Us Bored, we have signups all the time, and new players and old players are both welcome to come and join us. Type !DMUB. If you just do dumb, it's not going to give it to you, okay? It's just not going to. That's not how it works. If you type dumb, Nightbot will say, no, it's DMUB, and then you don't get anything.
Yeah,
And that is disappointing.
They are asking whether this game was made by Treasure, and yes, it is, with all the bizarreness that Treasure can throw at it.
Oh, there's nothing bizarre that could be from this game. Nothing at all.
I'm also gonna say this. If you have not played this game before, this final boss music, whatever you think the final boss music is, you're not prepared for it.
Could you get to a screen that has game audio or unpause it real quick so I can... Okay, that worked.
Okay.
Well, here we are, Treasure.
Yes.
Treasureland
The same
Adventure.
people
We're
that
going to
made Gunstar
Treasureland.
Heroes.
And Ikaruga.
Yep.
Oh, perfect. McDonald's. Treasureland Adventure. Honestly, yeah, this looks like it could be like an anime game or something. And I mean, never mind, I lied.
This game is surprisingly good.
I've heard good things about it. I haven't actually tried it myself, but yeah. With that said, we're going to go ahead and follow Ronald McDonald's wild adventures into Treasureland. Yeah. Are you ready to go, Tymestalker?
I am.
Yeah. All right. Whenever you are, just give me an intro, give me a countdown, and I will start the timer when you're ready.
All right. Well, here we go with a McDonald's game that is way better than it should be. In 3, 2, 1, go. When we raced this game, it was cutscene % because, of course.
One day, as Ronald was walking in the magical forest, he found a small piece of paper under a big tree. Oh, what a silly guy. Oh, what's this? It looks like a piece of a treasure map. That's not Ronald's voice at all.
That's fine, I'll take it.
I wonder where the rest of the map is. Well, Ronald didn't know was that 3 bad guys each had a piece of the map. Okay, Ronald said with a smile, let's go on a treasure hunt. And so, with a piece of the map in his hand, Ronald begins his adventure.
Well, I love that walk cycle.
Yeah. Magical Forest start.
Okay, so your main attack is magic, like this. And you also have a scarf that you can use to latch on to things. That lets you propel upward.
It's not
Cool.
just a scarf; it's a scarf chain, like
Yeah.
magic.
It's like, I want to be the guy, the whip, the... Yeah, I want to be the guy, I want to... leave the quit the simulation, stop the simulation, that one.
Stop the simulation.
Yeah.
Now, this
I like this
game
music.
does have... Yeah. This game is really good music. The flowers that you pick up, you can keep in storage and they will replace your health.
Okay.
So, like there I took damage, but it, because I had flowers in reserve that were full, it automatically refilled it.
Yeah, the game is surprisingly reasonable,
Mm-hmm.
generally speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, which is a little bit shocking that... No, then again, Donald Land was really fun to play. Like, it's not great, but it ended up being okay, absolutely absurd. I mean, you attacked with apples in that one, so... I don't know, like... For a corporate game, this is kind of extremely charming. It is so over the top.
Yeah, I mean, it's over the top, but it's genuinely fun to play.
Right, which,
Yeah.
depending on what genre or what era you know Treasure from, right, it is whether or not it's going to seem like it being reasonable is actually seems right or not. Right, if you know Treasure from a lot of the 16-bit era sort of stuff, this seems pretty reasonable. If you know Treasure from Ikaruga, the fact that this is playable seems a lot off.
Oh, really?
Have you played Ikaruga, bro?
No. I don't even know what
should.
genre it is.
It's a shoot 'em up.
Okay.
That's known for being notoriously hard.
It was actually one of the screen craps on the Screen Crap Spotlight from Snailzer, so that was kind of fun.
Okay. Is it enjoyable?
Ikaruga, I absolutely love the game.
Ikaruga's
okay.
really good. It's just... It's a shmup.
It is, like, insanely hard. It's not just that
So-
it's a shmup, it's Treasure made this, like, incredibly hard game.
Yeah. So basically, what you're saying is that this is, like, this feels like it's too easy for the company. However, it's a reasonable amount of difficulty because...
Yeah. Gunstar Heroes was really hard, too.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, look, they made Silhouette Mirage, Mischief Makers,
Radiant Silver Gun. It's probably
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
their best. Also,
So, yeah, those
are
insanely
the most
difficult.
important item, in my opinion, the balloons, because they save you in the off chance you fall in a pit, so you don't lose lives easily with that.
Yeah, then again, looking at, like, one of the main people who did art for this, come on, he went and worked on he worked on Wario World, which absolutely makes sense to me. Like, this
I
is
got
goofy
caught in the
looking.
water.
I mean, sure, he did the graphics for
And
Castlevania
now we
2,
get on a water
Belmont's
ride.
Revenge. Whee!
This is such a goofy part of this stage. You're just riding on a waterfall going up and down.
It's a water spout. Water spout. It's not falling, it's spouting. They're going up into the heavens. Woo! So, yeah, this is essentially don't take damage, collect whatever you can. Good luck, Ronald.
Yep.
Woo! Yeah, everybody. I'm not a big fan of clowns. I don't like Ronald, but whatever. This game's cool.
I love that it's a cave and then you see the eyes open up.
It's adorable. Like, okay, this is starting to get a little intense. What is this music? Ooh. Safety zone. It's like James Bond now.
This is clearly the you know, a Sonic level that just never got used, right?
How is this so? How is this so good? This is offensively good.
Yes, it is. Even on hard difficulty, this game is fun.
Yeah, is this easy or hard that you're playing?
This is normal.
Oh, okay.
It auto loads you into beginner, but I moved it up to normal because beginner is really easy. Now, Brossentia, I want you to guess how you actually damage the boss in this game. Because if you've never played it, it's so stupid.
Okay, I'll watch. Let me take a look.
I want you to guess first.
Well, what kind of boss is it?
Just, it's a tomato boss for the first one. But all of them have the same mechanic. All of them have the same mechanic.
Okay. I'm just gonna guess something about squishing him.
Nope.
Okay.
You have to
magic.
You have to let them eat a piece of your life, and you hurt them while they're eating it.
You have to take damage?
Yep.
Yes.
Weird. Okay. I feel like trying to have me guess that with having zero knowledge about what it could look like or anything at all, that was unfair. I'm gonna say that's uncalled for.
Yeah. There's a hint for it if you go down below the heart.
Okay.
But I know it, so.
So, question: it did just give you a flower from one of the enemies falling. Is that considered your health?
The flowers help you replenish your health. Every boss fight has an enemy that can help replenish health in a way.
So in that way, like, it's not too understandable or like too irrational. Okay, there, he just ate it. Then what do you do? Shoot him?
You pelt him. Yep. And the bosses have no iframes.
Oh, beautiful.
So once they are eating a piece of your health, you can just go wild on them.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a surprise there. Somebody is saying the first time they played this game, it took them an hour. Oh, Ollie, Ron, you hurt me. Please take my piece of the map. I didn't like that.
So, are we going to be fighting, like, hamburger patties and lettuce and cheese?
Hey, it fits the piece I have perfectly. Hey, I wonder who has the rest of this map. So, Ronald got the second part of the map and continued his adventure. On to Magical Town. Yeah. Ooh, choo-choo. Yeah, okay, so we fought an orange. Was that an orange?
It was a tomato.
Tomato.
It's very orange-colored for a tomato.
Look, I had tomatoes this year that were that color.
I mean, I guess some tomatoes are... Okay, whatever. Yeah, Corndan, what? I have no idea what the next boss could be, except that we're going to Magical Town. What if we fight McMayer?
I mean, Mayor McCheese.
Mayor McCheese, that one, Mayor McCheese. I'm gonna go ahead and say Mayor McCheese, or the. If it is from the McDonald's universe, if not from the McDonald's universe, I'm gonna go ahead and say that we are fighting a cow. There, those are my two bets. One from the universe, one not from the universe. Do you have any guesses?
I mean, if we're talking in-universe stuff, one of them's got to be the Hamburglar, right? Or maybe the Chicken McNuggets.
The Hamburglar gives you your first hint, actually.
So wait, are you spoiling right now that it's not the Hamburglar? If that's the case, you can take it back, Corndan. You can say...
I mean... We'll find out.
Okay, what about non-universe? Like, obviously, the giant tomato, not really a McDonald's character.
It's clearly, right, we're fighting what goes in a Happy Meal, so maybe it's a big box of French fries, maybe it's a giant hamburger.
I'll go ahead and say any Happy Meal ingredient will count. I think we are getting the pre-processed hamburger, the cow. Well, G. G stands for gold. That's a lot of G's you got there.
Yeah, you kind of want to pick up a bunch of gold because you can pick up one-ups, you can pick up extra balloons, you can pick up extra flowers, which will keep your health up.
Okay.
You can also pick up continues.
And ain't nobody want to work
And I'm going to waste a balloon to get continue.
Very nice. Honestly,
that's the only way to get it.
I mean, it's not a fair way to do it. I don't know. Whatever. It's a way to do it. I think if you're not going to use your balloons in any other way, you might as well use it to get a continue.
Yeah, now I have no idea how you get that one, because I have never gotten that continue. And now we've got lions.
No, Danger Cat.
We got lions.
This is like that one game, the Treasureland game. The cats in the cages, they just Ah! Oh, I do not like the demon clowns. I do not like the demon. Okay, like clowns are bad enough when they look like Ronald. As soon as they try to murder you, I'm done. Oh, she wants to swing.
So what if they were good at rushing?
Oh, dang it!
Oh, back to the beginning. Or maybe not.
No, they'll actually slam me into the wall here.
Well, that's not nice.
Nope.
What did you say, Corndan? I missed it.
I said, what if those demons are good at rushing?
No demon rush. No, none of that crap in my stream right now.
Why not?
I said no. We've got Ronald.
What if they instead journeyed to the center of the earth?
Fine, whatever. They can burn there. See what I care, huh?
And here we run into Birdie.
Help me, I've been
kidnapped.
I could break the lock on this pen if only I had some magic jewels. Wait, you fight her by giving jewels? Oh, okay.
Nope, you have to give up the jewels for her to escape.
I mean, that's fair, I guess.
Well, and you need to have
the blood sacrifice
to open up the thing, right?
You need her for catching you later on.
Yeah, what if you don't... Can you opt not to?
I don't think you can progress until you do, because she opens up the roof, too.
Yeah,
what if you don't have enough health? Does she kill you?
Kill the other guys.
Yeah, you go kill the enemies. Yeah.
I just like to imagine that she kills you, drains your blood, and flies away.
Okay.
Birdie!
And now, this part is so bizarre.
Okay.
This is totally treasure, though.
every time it's a train game. Okay.
Yeah, it's clearly trains.
Choo choo.
You didn't know you wanted a bunny girl.
Of course I wanted a bunny girl section. Why wouldn't I want a bunny girl section? This is what video games are about. People are saying looks like the enemies from Silhouette Mirage. Well, I'm happy to tell you that the people who worked on this did work on Silhouette Mirage, so hey.
So I'm just saying, clearly, if you just want bunny girls, right? I see that you are a FF14 connoisseur too.
Bunny girls are fine. Like, I don't necessarily want them, but I'm not gonna say no. It's like chicken nuggets. Not gonna say no.
And now it's snowing.
Bunny girls, chicken nuggets, give them to me. Aw, snow time. I mean, this is what happened in Polar Express, okay? They went all over the place, and then suddenly, bam, North Pole. Are you gonna go visit Santa Claus? Are you gonna fight Santa Claus?
Yeah, and Treasure did throw in Tchaikovsky for you there.
Yeah, I noticed. You're saying that I didn't even notice Tymestalker? I did. I didn't acknowledge it. There's a difference.
Yeah.
I don't have to mention every time I hated something, okay? I like that the train has a face, and actually I would go ahead and say that because it was a parody section, that it was kind of used in a way that I can appreciate, okay? It was funny. I laughed. If you're using Tchaikovsky unironically, you just go on, do something else.
Dude, that was close. Next time, be more careful. Yeah, like I had much of a choice there.
Right. Ah, we're
And now we get...
I like this. I really like this. I hate how much I like how these... It doesn't look like it should move like this. Nothing should. Like, that messed with my brain for a little while, seeing these layers.
Oh yeah, we get a lot of this in this section where the...
Oh,
where
is it the
guys...
sumo doing this?
Yes.
Can you kill him?
No.
Good. Don't kill sumo wrestlers. They rock. There's a skeleton. I like it. Okay, that's a good car. Got to the McGoal, went into the McDoor, bought the McFlowers, McExit. Good.
And now we're doing oh, what is that game where you're climbing and they're dropping stuff on you all the time?
Yeah. Oh no! Sumo, what are you doing? You're ruining everything. But you're also making it better. I really like that. Whoa! Oh my gosh, somebody needs to get them off of this building. This is not right.
I mean,
who hired these guys? Or you need to hire a sumo extinguisher. Like, seriously, this is not safe.
Yeah, it's
how is this so
amazingly...
awesome? This is so cool.
OSHA definitely has problems with this.
Yeah, but let me say, this level design, I give it 500 points, okay? This is really cool.
I'm down with it.
Okay, welcome to boss number 2.
Well, so who was closer? A cow?
I don't think either one of us were.
Or a Happy Meal? Well, I mean, a cow, this really doesn't look, it's a little happy.
Oh, I forgot he needs to eat a piece of my altar.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Yep, they all have to eat health first. Every single boss in this game does it.
They're hungry. Look, McDonald's is all about eating. Sometimes you eat clowns. Just how it goes, you know?
Like I said, though, each fight has respawning enemies, so if you're getting low on health, you can just focus on them to get health back.
Yeah.
So do you have to wait for him to do like the health
Yes.
tractor beam?
Yep. And we make this little alien child cry.
Well, good.
So that little alien child would clearly have gone into a Happy Meal, so I clearly won.
Please stop crying. I hate children. Oh, come on. I've got something that will cheer you up.
Is it French fries?
Wow, for me? Really? Gee, thanks, Ronald. He farted. Oh, that's a... Oh, look, hey, little fella, you dropped something. Oh, it is Peglin. That was Peglin. My gosh. Finally, we know how it happened. Well, what do you know? It's the third piece of the treasure map. Let's see now. How can I get to the island? I know. With his map almost complete, Ronald hops on a balloon and sets sail for, I don't know, like, magical sea. We're going to a magical sea.
The third boss is kind of easy to think, because what would you think would want a treasure map?
A pirate?
A pirate?
Yep.
Look, Ronald was so responsible, he was even gonna, he was even going to send the piece of the map back to the child.
I
guess
this
that's
part of the
responsible.
stage.
This is a little rough. I really like these angry clouds that are like, stop standing on me. Yeah. And then they just cruise on by with the biggest smile. Seriously, what nerds. Whoa, it's gonna saw you in half!
It
It's
kind
gonna
of
saw
looks
my
like
boat in
flying
half.
poops, though.
How is this game so good? I'm seriously, like, I feel like I should have watched runs of this game before, and I've always sort of slightly caught some, like, maybe screenshots or, like, very brief sections of the game, but I never really sat down and watched the whole thing and saw how awesome it was. This is so ridiculously cool. Oh.
And now, yeah, you go all the way to the right to go left.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, yeah. It's the penguin. The penguins are so happy, but it looks like they're also, like, do they hurt you or do they just wave?
Yes, they do.
They do hurt.
Yeah.
Oh no, when you shoot them, they get angry. Okay, so they hurt you if you shoot them. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. We went right to go left to go right.
Yep.
I really, really like the level design in this game. It's so cool. Oh no, he dead! Poor robot. Let me just say,
This part of the stage is not here on the beginner portion of the game. Just saying.
oh, it doesn't show
skip
up?
that. You skip that part if you're playing on beginner. This part here.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know why, but you do.
I'm
And some
gonna
of
go
these
ahead and
things,
say
when you grab onto them, they just fall.
he's so sad when you kill his shield.
You would be too. I mean, how much time do you think he spent? Like,
I'm gonna go ahead and say
earning
that,
money
like,
to build that field.
yeah, I really like, okay, so a lot of depictions of, like, islanders, very problematic. Having these cute robots, though, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's one of the better depictions in the 90s. I'm gonna go ahead and give this company a thumbs up for trying. Good job. I love the robots.
Okay, so this part's kind of hard because it's a bunch of timing with your scarf.
There's some people in here, by the way, who are asking about or talking about the people who worked on this game. I do think that this was very early from at least the company as well as a lot of people who worked on it. However, the designer / producer for this game directed Bucky O'Hare and definitely knew a little bit about platformers, although this is a lot more into the abstract weird stuff. Like,
I'm pretty sure, right, in chat comment that Treasure was like former Konami? Right, is what chat was saying?
I mean, the guy... I do see Castlevania showing up every once in a while in people's histories, although usually it wasn't like mainstream Castlevanias. It was some of the the mobile ports, handheld ports, whatever. Same thing, mobile, handheld. Can't convince me otherwise.
So we got to the top of the treasure mast, and then the ship gets sunk, and we're underwater.
That's how it works in a lot of pirate things.
And the music in this section is amazing. The music in this section is amazing. And welcome to the door maze.
Well, okay. I will let you have... The rest of the game has been a treat. I'll let you have one door maze. Even Mario 3 has a door maze.
It's not a bad one. But this music rocked. Like, this music absolutely rocked.
Yeah, I'd say if you're going to have a door maze, you have to give one of the best jams ever.
Okay, can't hurt them.
Yeah, one other thing about this door maze is that every single area looks very different. Enemies are extremely recognizable in these areas. Like, yeah, they did a door maze right. This is how you do it, everybody. Mario 3 did it. McDonald's Treasureland Adventure has done it. Wow. Heck, I'd say that Super Mario World's, like, ghost houses might not have been this well designed. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm stepping out of place here.
I'll say this is my favorite stage music in this game.
This is really good. I'd say that I don't really like this intro / in-between portion. It's okay, but then this part as well as the main tune, so good. Also, just the hands on sticks. Totally not something you would normally find in a pirate level. And yet, it works perfectly for this magical, weird place.
Ronald? I'm so tired I can barely move. Do you think you could give me a couple of jewels?
Yeah, sure.
I have to give him jewels so he gets his butt out of my way.
Yeah, move your butt, huh?
At least they give you a store right nearby so that you can refill after giving up the jewels.
With all your gold.
And
oh my gosh. I love the water going over the candles and them staying lit, and the ghosts having candles on their heads and still being able to go through water. There's something about, they knew what they were doing. Like, they just completely looked at objective fact and we're like, we are going to ignore that for the sake of video games, everybody. And I can appreciate that.
Do they need to abide by fact for video games? I don't
know. No, they don't. And that's what, like, there are too many games that are like, we have this specific setting. We're going to make everything, like, 100% themed around this. And this, it's like, yeah, it's pirate setting. But look at this goblin with no arms. And, like, instead of him wearing a pirate shirt, it's just his belly that is pirate shirt patterned. Okay? Ghosts with candles on their foreheads going on through the water.
And we've got a mimic.
That's pretty great, yeah. Like, so many things that, like, you can see that fit into this world, but still are just weird enough. Yeah. Okay. Love, 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 love. That's all I have to say. Love, I love this. Danger, the grabby hands. They could have put spikes there, but instead, they put grabby hands. Why? Because it's freaking McDonald's video game.
Because who doesn't want grabby hands?
Who? Yeah, then again, like, the people who requested this be made, maybe were like, hey, you can't have Ronald McDonald fall onto spikes. That's not okay. And so they're like, let's just do grabby hands, okay? That's pretty cool.
I love that knight. You can't hurt him, but he just is challenging you to a fight and then runs away.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's important.
Okay,
do we ever see him again, or is that it?
Nope, that's it.
I love it! See, one appearance enemies. It's amazing. Oh, look at these gumballs. They're so happy, but they're gonna murder people. Okay, Lips Captain. I don't really like him too much, but, whatever.
I mean,
sometimes you're just lips.
No, there were eyes.
Yeah, once he took his hat off. The captain has had his dinner. Ha ha! Yeah, I actually really... I recognize some of these sound effects, by the way, but I find it really fascinating that they chose to make life both your health as well as, like, clearly make it a resource. We always talk in speedruns about how health is a resource, and they literally did that with this game, and it's so cool. Ah, you are so dead, you stupid lips pirate.
Yeah.
When you go to McDonald's and a pirate gives you your food, they call that lip service, huh?
Any guesses where the treasure is?
No, please. I give up. The treasure is in my booty. Here, take this. It's part of a treasure map I found.
Actually, they were showing Ronald's booty there.
Aha! This must be the last piece of the map. Now let's see if it fits. Oh, no. No. Oh, okay, it does. Good. I don't think you needed that piece, to be fair. Well, hey, it's a perfect fit. But where's the treasure?
It was in your McDonald's all along.
Oh, so you did have to have all of it so that appeared. Why? This isn't Earth, it's a moon. How are we ever gonna get there? Hey, I got an idea. Let's go after the professor. Yeah, good idea. He's sure to help us. That's how she's gonna sound. Right? So Ronald and his friends went to the professor's house. And what? Treasure on the moon? Of course I can help you. I'll make you a rocket ship. You'll be there in no time.
So yeah, we're
no
going
time
to
at clock. We're going space. Hey, gang, we're going to space. Hey, that'll be fun.
Hey, look, all the Fry Guys are going to space.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, blast off. Yeah, McDonald's on the moon. This music is so freaking good for an interlude. Oh, gee, Ronald, a crash landing. Now how are we gonna get home? Don't tell me we'll be stuck on this moon forever. Oh, that might. Don't tell me we'll be stuck on the moon forever. Hold on, everybody, cheer up. There's gotta be something we can do. Why don't we all split up and look for someone to help us fix the ship? Yeah, it's magical moon time, baby. More hot gems? Ooh.
Yep, more hot jams.
How? How is the music so good?
Because the Genesis could actually do music if you didn't use the Gem sound driver.
I mean, while true, I really wonder who did it.
What? Who didn't use
Oh,
it?
yeah, who did the music? Oh, it looks like one of the people who did music for all, like, the poppin' music games, Silhouette Mirage, Guardian Heroes, Dynamite Heady, like, Yume Penguin Monogatari, which makes sense why the penguins in this game looked like the penguins from Yume Penguin. Twinbee, which also had really good music. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Twinbee series has really good music.
Yeah, okay. You're allowed to have that amazing music. Okay. Stage 1 and Stage 3 were done by Akihata. Stage 3 is the sunken ship. Akihata also did music for Stella Glow. I don't know that. Soul Blade, Light Crusader, Rocket Knight Adventures.
Oh,
Contra
Rocket Knight's
3.
got a great music.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that they had audio legends where there's so many freaking legends who worked on this game. Look at the freaking background. And with, like, very little lag. That's amazing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yawn. I'm getting sleepy. Maybe I should go live on the moon and then I'll sleep there. Oh, the music got faster.
Yep, this is an interesting auto-scroller.
Okay.
Why are the aliens trying to laser all the land away?
I don't like it. Gotta get rid of the moon.
They're trying to get rid of me.
Uh-oh, don't do this, Comcast. It'll be back working in just a second, I believe. It usually goes down for like 10 seconds and then it's back. Well, yeah.
I'm so glad they did fiber in our area.
I mean,
I got to get rid of my bad internet.
yeah, it's like, I don't know. We had like 2 or 3 good years where we basically had no problems, and then just the last couple months been rearing its ugly head. Ugly little Comcast head, let me tell ya. Sort of like this alien here.
We're getting close to the end of the game. Once this is done, we just have the spaceship to go.
Oh my gosh, we're almost done? This is going so fast.
Yeah.
Oh no, the hands! They got his butt!
Grabby hand.
Hey, that's my butt. I don't know you. Let me go.
I don't know you.
Oh.
That's my purse.
You got abducted. That's my purse. I don't know. Yeah, that's sort of what I was thinking of. But yeah, let's just say that for alien abductions, that was pretty gentle. Good job. Good job, aliens. And you know, do aliens know what a butt is? I don't know. But here we go. We are in the final area. Oh, so many hands. So many hands. They know what hands are. Trust me. Ugh.
And that's
At
the final
least they
boss
realize-
in the background there.
Yeah, I believe it. I don't like him. I'm gonna go ahead and say, ugh, weird. Yeah, other people do not want death by grabby hands, and I kind of appreciate it. Oh my gosh, the cats with the X's on their bellies. Flying off to heaven. They don't even have arms. But they do have wings. I feel like only aliens would have these cats as a means for transportation, okay?
We don't know that they have arms. They keep doing that loaf-shaped cats do with their front paws.
I mean, yeah, they could be.
And it's because I got a cat over here who's being a loaf right now.
Yeah.
I just love
Also,
the
sorry
wire
if-
when you grab onto the body.
Also, I know that this is being extremely jerky right now, but the real jerk is Comcast, so there you go. That's what you can attribute it to.
You know, I assume you're having Comcast issues. I am not, because I'm just going straight off the Discord theme. Or stream.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're able to enjoy it without any
Mine looks
interruption, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We're smooching Comcast. Okay, it's just a small smooch. Hopefully we'll be able to keep going just fine. Like right now, keep it like this, baby. Well,
Yeah.
the cats are looking up and also flying up.
I'm just trying to wait for that robot to get out of my way so I can get up.
I really feel so sad about, like, the cats exploding, though. I gotta be honest. So apparently,
Okay, now the loaf cat wants to play fetch, so...
oh no. Are you gonna oblige?
Yeah, I'm gonna oblige him.
See, that's how they trick ya. That's how they trick ya.
Yeah. Well, he's been a scaredy cat the past week or so. We got a new mattress, and we put it down on the foundation. It was a little loud, and somehow it scared the bejesus out of him, and he hid for like a week, basically.
Really?
Especially from me, for whatever reason. Yeah, I don't know. And tonight's the first night he's come over and wants me to play fetch with him. And that was something we always used to do together. So
Until the
try to oblige
mattress.
him while-
Jeez. This is evil. Okay, let me go ahead and say, whatever this thing is in the background, evil. I'm gonna go ahead and say we must defeat him for whatever plot-related reason we can. Ugh. And that demon wanted to kiss you, demon alien. Aliens are basically demons from space, you know?
These slopes suck.
I've noticed! Okay. Yeah. Drippy bottle boy. Dislike.
I have to wait until it empties and then I can hurt it.
Whee!
Oh, well, that was bad.
Dude,
But it was
what-
net neutral.
It's fine. Yeah, see, that's like
Look, and now
what
we're now we're in
it's like
Sonic
net
2.
neutrality right there. Sonic 2, no, why? At least you're not drowning. Gotta say that.
Look, right, we were already in the safe zone, right, Act 1 and 2. We were already in Sonic 2.
That's true. We did go to the safe zone. I remember that. So, yeah, I'm just imagining those bottle enemies could be a little bit of a pain if you're trying to get through this level quickly. Like, I don't know exactly what knockback looks like when you're in the air.
Knockback's not good in this game.
Yeah, it seems like a little bit of a nightmare.
It's one of the few flaws in this game is that knockback is pretty atrocious, but
Yeah, are you sure it's a flaw or is it just an annoyance?
I guess an annoyance would work. Oh, come on, finish dripping so I can get rid of you.
Yeah, kill Drippy Boy. In.
Couldn't reach it.
There's no room
And
in
look,
the
everybody's favorite mechanic. Yoku blocks.
At least you can see them.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say that it could be much worse. And they seem to at least be a little bit forgiving how long you can stand on them.
Yeah.
Which means that the designers actually use the brains about how do we make this part fun and not literally the worst. If you make it so that, like, people can do this platforming and, like... Oh my
It's
gosh.
time to jump there.
I mean, this feels fair. I would say fairly reasonable.
I'd say compared to what it could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm just gonna do a little cheese here.
Oh no, the punching gloves, they gotcha! Aha! I like this strat.
I mean, this is why you save all the balloons, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
Whee!
Because this section
is how-
really not fun getting through here otherwise. And same with this one. So, because it likes to throw you off. So,
Whee! The grumpy face right there. You wait a minute, you're that ramen clown, aren't you? Yes, boy, if you want to see your friends again, you'll give me those jewels. Well, you give him the jewels. Yeah, crunch, crunch. So these are the famous jewels. I just ate your family's jewels. They sparkle in my tummy.
Throw, phrasing.
I don't know why, but I suddenly feel so sleepy. I know. That's a really good snoring sound effect. Good. They made a rainbow bridge for you. Good job. Sort of rainbow. I like this tree, but I also really don't like it. This is like... Honestly, like, if they were covered in blood and everything was like skulls and blood, that would be a lot creepier. Well, I mean, yeah, it's skulls and blood, but...
all right.
And then we're
welcome
going
to the
into
final
a
boss
skeleton.
fight.
Ooh, look at this!
It's a door maze.
Yes. Now, this music has no right to be this good.
This is pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Ah.
Unfortunately, you have to be above him in order to actually get him to take in your health.
So he
And
just
you can
needs
only-
to go through another
He's the
door and go
only
down.
one that you can only hit once. Because he charges you as soon as you hit him.
Gotcha. Such an angry boy.
I mean, you would be too. If you
Why
weren't getting
must you
down
be
on time.
such an angry young man? Yeah.
The nice thing
I'd
about
be-
this fight is that there's an extra life in it, and the extra life respawns.
Ooh. So wait.
So-
You can just get more and more extra lives as you play?
Well, no, you can get the extra life, and if you die, then you can get
you can play this effectively forever.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that was rude, game. Come on. Does he try to come down to where you are?
He kind of follows a pattern of higher to lower. So he'll scroll down and up.
No. Loves it. Yeah! Good. Come on, suck away Ronald's energy. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Nah.
No.
Oh, good. I got it.
Barely. That was great. Aha.
For a boss fight that's all about patience, this music rocks.
He's dead.
And that is the game.
Stop, you won. I'm sorry, Ronald. Go ahead. Take the treasure. You beat me, so now it's yours. Yeah, poor little fella. We don't want your treasure. All we want is to go home. Our ship is broken. Without it, we're stuck here. I'll leave it to me, I guess. I think I can help you.
Sounds like Bros tested again.
Oh no. Well, at least I get to see this. Oh geez, it's 0
Just go
kilobytes.
home.
Whee! Yeah, are you able to hear me at all?
Yeah, I can hear
We
you.
are now.
Okay. Well, yeah, Comcast hit me hard. Please visit me again. He's so
Yeah, you're, like,
lonely.
way behind.
Yeah. I believe it. Well, at the very least, I've enjoyed this. Yeah, it's basically 0 kilobytes at this point.
Yeah, this game is way. Yeah, this game is way better than it should be for a McDonald's game.
This is
It's a fairly good
ridiculously good.
platformer.
Yeah. Well, everybody, I've really enjoyed this. I'm sorry if you can't hear me because the stream is dead, because that's very much a possibility right now. But thank you for being here and joining our adventure. Yeah, Tymestalker. I had a lot of fun with this game.
I'm glad
Yeah,
I could
what
show it
about-
off for you.
Yeah, so are you doing anything lately that people should check out? Or, I know that you've got a family and you're busy at home quite a bit.
I'm kind of doing this thing that's kind of fun called Cusa Grande. I'm GMing. That's been about it for me.
Oh yeah, you're a GM, yeah. Yeah, and it's been a
I've been
lot of
having
fun to have
being
you.
a GM.
Well, good. Honestly, yeah, it's just good to have new, like, it's always good to get a little new blood in there and see what games people have to offer, and I've really been enjoying this year. Well, I don't think I want to dilly-dally too long, everybody, because this stream obviously is dying. It has gone the way of Comcast. So thank you, everybody. We'll go ahead and just let this music keep playing until we cut off. So, yeah, Corndan, anything that you'd like to add?
You know what? We have our weekly challenge this week, which is go put up a time for Battle of the Eras.
Yeah.
Right now,
And
the
everybody
goal time
should.
is basically 8 minutes and 24 seconds. And
Which
if
is
you do that,
not
you'll tie
bad.
first right now.
Have multiple people gotten that?
Yes, like 4 of us have.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be doing that as well. Perfect.
I mean, I could probably retime my GDQ run, right? Since we didn't start the timer on time. But, you know, putting in what I knew on that put me at an 8:24, and everybody else has been patching it since.
I love that. Well, everybody, we do have a Kusagrande match tomorrow. I've got a mystery tournament match. Hopefully, internet will be stable and not be a total butt like it is right now. Other than that, thank you so much for being here.
A week from tomorrow.
Oh, is it?
I thought it was February 1st.
It's February
It's not
1st.
tomorrow. We don't have Kusagrandes tomorrow, but I will be doing a mystery tournament match. That's
I'm
fine.
trying.
Yeah, I'm completely fine with that. So no match tomorrow, but we will after a week or so. Why is Tommy Wiseau playing
We'll
Dark
have some
Souls?
on the
Go
weekend.
Something on the weekend. Yeah.
Right,
I will make sure that I am around. For now, I'm just trying to find someone
we
to
should
raid.
have a couple for the weekend.
Mystery Tournament. They're having some matches right now. Let's go raid Mystery Funhouse. And I'll see you all maybe a little bit tomorrow and definitely later this week. See everybody. Do we have a good raid message?
Bye.
See you. And then eyes emoji. How do I do this? Okay. Windows period. And then I can type this in eyes. Okay. Here. There's the message. See y'all. Take care. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.